Speaking of hot messes, welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Some announcements before we begin. I should make sure all my audio is working. Somebody say something.
Daddy
Hello.
breakfast.
Okay, so
Kahlua!
Kahlua is great. Got some announcements before I begin. First of which is we have a Tiltify where you can find our we have a link tree where you can find all of our links. That includes Patreon, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Not Facebook because fuck Facebook. I don't even update it anymore. And Patreon. We also raise money for Color of Change, which is a really great charity. You can find that link as well on our link tree. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be doing a little stream before our Ravenloft campaign because a really cool video game comes out at 6 p.m. tomorrow my time called Elden Ring. So I'll be streaming that for a little bit. So come on and watch me get good. I'll also be doing that for a bit tomorrow on PC. And then our Ravenloft campaign will be 2 hours after that. So yeet, yeet, skeet, skeet, whatever, you know. Anyone else got anything they want to say?
No game Sunday, right?
Correct.
Because you got your booster?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Find out what happens with the depowered airship sliding down the side of a mountain being chased by a horde of demons in 2 weeks.
Wow, you're really just gonna leave it on that cliffhanger?
Yeah, apparently.
Literally hanging off a cliff.
No, tobogganing.
Slide.
It's already gone over the cliff. It's just got to get down to the cliff now.
Yeah, that's how they escaped from the 6-armed witch who was cursing people
with the 8 vagines. Anyways,
different video.
Any announcements, Kate?
Just big honkin' dungle lugaroos.
Oh no.
Any announcements, Kate? For you?
I have an Etsy shop. I'm an adult. I run an Etsy shop. You can get adorable little things like this weighted kitty cat at my Etsy shop, or you can commission your own item. Also, this Friday, I am opening a second Etsy shop called Bad Dice Co., where you can get hand-cast resin dice and also D&D themed stickers and other stickers that I designed. You can check out both my shops at etsy.com/shop/KateCraftStudioUS and etsy.com/shop/BadDiceCo.
Nice.
Back to you, Justin.
Nice.
You're in a well-ventilated space with breathing protection on for that resin form, right?
I just got like a box of KN95 masks and latex gloves, so I'm all good.
If you have any failed ones along the way, I will gladly.
Oh yeah, I have like a listing already of like oopsie dice that are trials that I did that are like as cheap as you can get in a dice store, but they're handmade and more unique. And they come with a free dice bag.
You don't want
I'm David Oopsie Dice, and I endorse Kate's Craft
Dave
Studios.
Oopsie Dice.
I'm Dave Oopsie Dice. Have you been wronged by dice rolling consistent nat ones? You may be entitled to compensation.
Speaking of that,
Oh, I need to make that into a sticker.
Want to get loaded? I'm David Oopsie Dice. All right.
So you're related to Alias Chet?
Speaking of aliases, last we left off, the Fast and the Furriest, as you've been called.
By who?
Grump.
We have Druck.
Or he called you Fat and the Furriest. Anyways, you all explored Paleshard Fortress, this old frost giant fortress in the mountains that align themselves with the dwarves of the High King's dwarves. Blah blah blah. And this episode is just all going to be done in Simish.
Good thing I'm fluent.
Lurganuba.
How dare you say that about my mother?
You explored Paleshard Fortress, fought a frost giant zombie who looked like the Jarl, not Jarl Ballin. And fought him. Found a throne, sat on it. Almost froze. You would have become petrified if you failed to save. Found some stuff inside said throne, but then a bunch of zombies attacked, and the zombies looked like people that the party were close to. They were dealt with. Party went down to the lower parts of the fortress. Did a puzzle. Found a wizard's kind of weird necromancers / wizards, which is a wizard, room, and found some fun stuff in there, like a sphere of annihilation, teleportation circle, some notes regarding the moon, and how it's basically haunted.
Moon's haunted.
Moon's haunted. And found that another one of these moon spheres was underneath the prison, which is what Druck basically predicted anyway. Found the sphere. Learned that this sphere ate magic items, not people, and just didn't go into the room with it. Stayed away from it. Yelled at it from a distance. Ignored it when it was trying to talk to the party. And discovered that working in this fortress and kind of manipulating a lot of events currently is a necromancer thought to be dead named Rowan Buxton, who happened to be Dennis, well, masquerading as Dennis, Dawn's walking stick necromancer thing, and that upon meeting said necromancer, the party learned that Dennis and the rest of the Skeleton gang had been Well, then Dawn had been brought back to life, and their bodies had been repurposed into creating this massive skeletal monstrosity. And that Rowan wasn't interested in attacking the party, but if they would have thrown first blows, he definitely would have retaliated, but he just wanted to know why they were here. For what did he owe the pleasure for their visit? They talked about some stuff. And the party eventually left. After learning some things. Not wanting to fight this vampire and his big old skeleton buddy. The party left. And as they left, Rowan turned to mist and left as well. And learned that he was planning on feeding the sphere a sphere of annihilation, or the moon rock sphere of annihilation, which he had done, causing the moon sphere to disappear as well as the sphere of annihilation. The party left the prison, or fortress, and as you're all leaving the fortress, that's what we're going to pick up. You're outside already. Walking away from it.
Well, Druck, apparently you can smell moon chunks.
Just in my head. You know, it's similar to what happened before. That's all. But, yes, thank you. I guess it's a similar presence.
We really need to find a way to fight that thing.
Yeah, we do.
We should hurry to the capital so we can let the king know what's happening, and then as soon as possible find our way to as much Cathadian everything as possible.
Right, yes. So, what are the no-no topics whenever we get to the capital? Like, we don't want to bring up the moon thing, correct?
That is a difficult question, because presumably they're going to go to the prison. They're going to find that something happened. We have to tell them something.
I am sorry that I have become so French.
The French.
It just slides right in there.
I cannot wait until I am no longer a candlestick.
You fucking Quebecois.
Your mother was a hamster.
Your father smelled the elderberries.
Yeah. Why do we have to lie at all?
Well,
we have we've solved more problems than we've made, and we have righted wrongs. So we have tipped scales in the way that it should always have been balanced. So if we have done anything wrong, we've certainly paid for it with all the right that we've done.
Well, it's more about, well, you saw that magic paper and how it was explained what that was. Yes, it could be dangerous to have people know about this moon thing. They could search it out and care more about the power than that it could potentially give than you know, what's right.
The issue, I think, is yes, we don't know who our allies are, and the moon has had a significant head start over us in this, as well as the Rowan. we don't know where our enemies could. It certainly feels paranoia-inducing that our enemies could be anywhere and everywhere.
That is another thing I was wondering about. If there is a whole moon trying to destroy, like a whole moon.
Mm-hmm.
Like a whole moon.
Well, it's the moon.
Like a whole moon.
Right.
And the resources that come with the moon, and someone who, I don't know, I could vampire. Anybody else think that thing is not a vampire? No.
Why? What makes you think that?
Not the moon.
You mean Rowan?
The world is a vampire, not the moon.
That's
Yeah, it's an energy vampire.
That is so. What I am saying is, if we are trying to look, we are honestly, in the grand scheme of things, we are small, and I mean that with no disrespect, but we are small itty bitty things compared to the whole moon, and without trying to withhold this, how are we to proceed? We are withholding all of this because we can fight a moon? The five of us?
No. We're withholding it because we don't know them. We don't know what their aim is, what their motivations are, whether they could be corrupted by the power, based on what little time we've spent here, we know that Remnant isn't on the best of terms with Unending.
Yes, but I mean, we barely know if any of us...
Remnant and Unending are on good terms. It's the magic schools that aren't. From Remnant and Unending that aren't on good terms.
Would that just be like easily forgivable for Druk to think otherwise? Okay, cool. Alright. Go ahead.
We barely know if any of the five of us is not susceptible to the thrall of the moon.
All of our eyes flicker towards Dax.
He's got a point.
I'm not saying that I would not stand shoulder to shoulder with every single one of you in battle. And I certainly would, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe that the moon is probably pretty heavy. And we could use some help carrying the burden of trying to catch it.
Do you think we could bring Mr. Boone in on this?
If we could find that slippery jackwagon, yeah.
That is a good point. I mean, I certainly agree with you. I would rather not be doing this. I would rather not be the person responsible for dealing with the moon, especially since it's horrible and awful and makes us relive our worst memories and is generally unpleasant to be around and horrifying, existentially and otherwise.
Yes. To me,
but
oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, but it's there's certainly a lot of doubt. It seems like it can't be left to just keep doing what it's doing. But also at the same time, it does feel a little paralyzing to not know who to trust and to feel like it has allies and agents in every court and house and temple. It almost feels like we may be painting a target on our backs by revealing that we know the information. If we tell the king and the king tells others within his court, if a member of that court works for the moon, then they may begin targeting us, whether we know it or not.
What are the odds that we could get a private audience? I'm assuming low, but it's a thought.
That is the difficult thing, yes. Especially we're strangers. The king is not going to want to meet with us without guards around. That would be the simplest way to assassinate a king.
From my perspective, this all seems similar to when the hags were feeding that town pies of their own children.
Hmm.
We did not want to tell them that information because it would hurt them. There's reason why you leave out information. That's not to say that we would be lying, Quoin, but perhaps not saying something would be for the best with certain information.
I do not specifically remember.
Oh right, you weren't there. Shit.
This.
So the town you want to deal with the Quoin wanted to go to that one town to deal with the missing children contract, like sessions, like
oh yeah,
back a long time ago, and the party found out that hags were kidnapping the children with a shadowy toad creature and baking the children into pies, and they had charmed the baker of the town into selling said pies. And then when the hags died, the charm wore off on the baker. He knew what he was doing the whole time, but he was charmed, so he couldn't do it. He burned down his bakery, killed himself, and everyone in town had kind of gathered around, and the party did not tell anyone that they had been eating their children, essentially.
I perhaps would have made a different choice.
You might have, but it felt like the merciful one at the time. Sometimes right is not always merciful.
Then, when you left the fortress, you saw that one of those yellow birds, like a canary.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You can see another one is kind of flying off in the direction of the capital.
Well, either way, we need to go to the capital. What we say to the king, we can determine on our way. So I think we should at least get walking. We have some time before we arrive. By the time we arrive,
I know what I'm going to say to him then.
I'm concerned about that. Hold on. What are you going to say?
Yeah,
I'm going to rip him a new one.
No,
Ven.
That's how you go to jail, Dax.
This is true. I think to Kenna's point, honesty without tact is cruelty. So
then I will make sure to numb the area before I rip a new one.
Dax, I feel it is important to mention that kings are allowed to imprison people for speaking to them in a way they don't like.
If I am not mistaken, kings are allowed to imprison people for looking at them wrong.
And as was revealed last session when you were on the road here, or 2 sessions ago when you were on the road to this mountaintop, you met some knights along the way, and they clarified that whatever was going on in the prison was against the king's knowledge, and even he would send people to check in on it. So this is you're most likely dealing with a conspiracy that was going on that the king didn't know about.
Mm-hmm.
So he had no idea Dax's parents were in the prison.
I would be more than happy to have you present the evidence of wrongdoings, but this evidence also states that it was done without anyone else's knowledge.
And as a reminder, the evidence also does mention the moon and experiments involving that kind of stuff. So if you want to show the evidence to the king, then the moon stuff also gets shown. Just as
I
a reminder.
mean, we could just rip out those pages.
We could, but it would. I think there's a.
How many people have access to heads of state in this country? Is anybody?
You're not. None of you know.
None of us know.
Not
Well,
for here. No.
If we get access, then we could assume that everyone here would, that, lives in this country would have access.
Yes, but beyond the pomp and circumstance and all of that, I mean, how many people actually have a day-to-day interaction with the king? How many people, like, what's
Well, there would be guards, clerks, ambassadors, other nobles, members of the king's council or chamber.
yeah, but like, how many people does he like wear sweatpants in front of?
What is a sweatpant?
How many people does he let his hair down in front of? Like, how many people is he open with? We were granted an audience with a known friend of this king, who was also a ruler. So, in that way,
Were you?
were we not?
Who are you talking about?
Queen? I was gone 6 weeks, and there is a significant gap.
There
that
was
is
never an
affecting
audience.
this
There was
session.
never an audience with the queen.
Okay, my bad.
There was an audience with her husband,
Yes.
but that was it. Her husband, who didn't want a royal title and was just crown general.
I believe the queen died before we could formally be introduced.
Correct. Died of an illness.
Was it moon sickness? Was she thrown into the moon?
I was not there. I did not yeet that bitch into the moon.
We know of.
But you all do eventually get back onto the road that leads towards the capital.
On the road again.
I think I'm starting to come around on the idea of telling the king, mostly because this may sound. This feels very pragmatic and callous to say, but it almost seems like we can drop that bomb and leave and kind of just see how it plays out.
I think we should definitely make ourselves available, but that's probably the smoothest course of action on this matter.
If that is your plan, I hope you don't mind me not joining you inside the castle area.
Honestly, that sound given the possibility that there is the possibility that the king is part of the conspiracy, and in which case we will be immediately arrested on trumped up charges, and having you outside available to rescue us would be very, very helpful, actually.
Yes.
So, when we get into town, we can settle in for the night. We can always try to put out some feelers to see what for lack of a better term, what the vibe is about the moon.
Are you telling us that we gotta vibe check the king?
In a manner of speaking, yes, Kenna. We need to do a vibe check.
Alright, I love a good vibe check. I'm real good at those.
This does seem like that would be counterintuitive. Very French tonight.
It's okay.
It would be the opposite of what we are trying to do, because then we are telling everybody and not the person with the most resources. Like if we ask, someone who only knows 4 people or only knows 1 person and they want to help us, great. But if we tell someone who has immense unlimited resources, if they are going to come after us, then they've come after us as a king. If they're going to come after us as a town full of people, this is, I think perhaps Ven said it best when this is a complicated quandary.
It's very fun. Okay.
Because I personally do not want to tell everyone. I want to tell important people who can help us. And also people who generally have been vetted by years of leading. And who technically owe us a little something for 86ing a bad warden.
We'll see if he sees it that way, but you're right that
The evidence.
I think that we should. I do think that we should just go up, get as a private audience as we can with the king, tell him everything, and secure an exit, and then just see how it goes from there.
Do we want to ask Lord Silverhand to give us a hand in the in that aspect of, first of all, just getting a meeting with the king himself? That might make the job a little easier.
If the messages could be sent and received all over again in the time it takes us to get there.
Well, we've got our chest, and then Dax can also just message him in his mind, and then we can like retrieve the letter from him with the chest the next morning.
Wait, how do we get it from him with the chest?
Can you just reach in the chest and say letter from Lord Silverhand and just get it? No, that's not how that works.
No.
Okay, never mind.
We can't get if we could do that, then we could do things like 1,000,000 gold and it would just show up in my hand.
I think it is mainly outgoing.
Gotcha. All right. I mean,
these are good. These are ideas. Thrive on positivity. Yes. I like everyone's jamming. Here we go.
Yeah.
More
I
ideas.
thought we should move on from the topic of what we're going to talk about to how we're going to get to talking about it.
Don't worry, Kenna. I thought the same thing.
And he puts his hand on your shoulder.
Thanks, Drug. And they pat his hand.
Okay. All right. Night begins to fall. And you can travel at this height, at this elevation, you can travel about 4 hours a day before exhaustion kicks in. And you've already been traveling for a bit already today. So I need another Constitution saving throw from everybody.
What if we just set up camp here? Is there
Yeah, there's room for it.
a way to find like a viable campsite?
Yeah. But if you set up the tower, it's going to block the entire road, which is funny. Because the road's still pretty narrow. But yeah, this is for exhaustion levels, so let's go.
Okay, here we go.
13 for Kenna.
Succeeds.
+1, you're within 10 feet of me.
14.
DC is 11 because it's another hour.
Okay.
Ven, what'd you get? Oh, you have another level of exhaustion. I think you're at 2 now.
No.
Yep.
All right, Quoin, what'd you get?
Whew.
I got an 8.
1 level of exhaustion.
Actually, well, I'm saying actually for Ven because I think, pretty sure I have lesser restoration.
Greater
Yes,
restoration.
be greater.
Greater restoration does exhaustion.
I know.
levels.
I have lesser
Wrong.
too. Yeah, I know.
All right, so Ven, 2nd level of exhaustion. Quoin, 1 level of exhaustion. Druck,
21.
you're fine. Dax,
13.
you're fine. If you keep traveling, in the next hour, the DC will be 12.
All right, I think we should make camp. I am ready to pass out.
Yeah.
Possibly
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah, you should do that before we get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can find a place on the road. Like I said, wherever you set the tower up is going to block the road regardless, and not many people travel this road, so.
Yeah.
So you set up the tower, you can move the furniture back in. Yes, the tower. Fun fact. I did say a lot of the scribbles came off of it, but not all of the scribbles. Near the top of the tower is a very, very
Can I cast
small...
mending to fix one of them? Like one of the
no.
really detailed ones?
Near the very, very top of the tower is a picture
Aw.
of Ven. Like one of those caricature paintings where the head's massive
like
and the body's very
Big head,
small.
tiny.
Yeah, and it's just Ven like with big buck teeth going.
It's Chibi Ben.
Yeah, basically with big buck teeth and like chewing on a wand like it's like Ven's a beaver.
Yeah,
Charming.
that's a pretty good likeness of you, Vin.
Mm. Absolutely charming.
Before it fades.
Mental picture? Alright.
But you can all set up camp. You can do your nightly routines, and as you're all kind of settling in, Dax, you hear a little voice in your head, and it just says, "Brain Hunter, I am so hungry," and it's a voice you haven't heard before. "I require feeding now. You have taken many lives with me, and now I must be fed."
Dax just laying in the bed, just hearing voices. This is normal. So Dax isn't like reacting like
Mhm.
externally, and just in her mind, just like, and what is your name?
I no longer have a name, but you
What?
wield a weapon made from my bones.
That's what I unfortunately thought of too late about. All right. What do you like to eat?
Brains. Specifically those of humanoid creatures. I require a single fresh humanoid brain nightly. And I am very hungry.
Just for clarification, what happens if you don't get fed on time?
You don't want to find out. You have 5 days to sort it out. Good night.
Good night. And you just see Dax just like, because you would probably see Dax in the evening time, like, you know, like cleaning their weapons or whatever, like normal like shit, like the care and feeding of weapons and armor as you do. And as you see them just like cleaning the mine carver of you normally, you just see them kind of like gripping it a little tighter, just really getting in there, cleaning. And then
Really grouting it out.
really grouting it out. and then them going to bed.
Okay.
They're just like, nope, I'm passing out. I'm
Okay.
going to bed.
I hope you are not minding that I am going to set up just a makeshift what is shrine to Bahamut in the corner over here. I'm going to set out the little prayer kneeler, little candle, little thing, little book of Bahamut, setting it up, putting on the vestments, just doing a couple of prayers because I have not liked how I have been recently.
Okay.
Pretty quick to anger, pretty bloodthirsty, really trying to get my faith game right before we meet a monarch.
Okay. If Druck and Kenna want to do their potion stuff, they can do that.
Yeah, we could do like a little study sesh.
Mhm.
Might try reaching out to Bahamut
Go for
after
it.
having to see
Go for
a
it.
zombie version of my mentor.
So you're doing like a little prayer.
Yeah, lighting the candles, getting those things, just kind of
Okay.
lighting some incense.
Roll me a religion check.
Oh no!
Oh.
Dice tell a tale.
They do. You feel this kind of warm sensation coming from that sphere fragment that you have on your person
Mm-hmm.
before it grows cold.
Just gonna keep on
Okay.
keeping on. This is the test of patience.
Kenna,
Yeah, Druck?
a while ago, I came. Let me restart. Do you like fishing?
Well, I wouldn't do it as a source of income, but I like it about as much as any other person.
When it comes to food, not in berry form, I like to do my hunting with my crossbow. But we came upon this.
And he holds out this wooden stick. It's a 10-foot pole.
Hmm.
And it's got like little carvings on it.
Mhm.
Says, I figure if I went out hunting and you went out fishing, we could cover a lot of bases. It doesn't make a lot of sense for me to have both.
All right. Sure. Thanks, Druck. What are all these carvings on your hunting pack?
Oh, right.
And he puts it down for a moment and says,
It has a magic word.
All right.
It's called fishing. So if you want to go fishing, you say, I'm going fishing.
and he picks it up and says,
I'm going fishing.
and it turns in, it like line appears, a hook appears on it, and it's like a line reel, and everything associated with the 10-foot pole turns into like a whole like
Mhm.
badass fishing pole.
Nice. Oh shit! The Fisherman 6000? No way!
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I only saw this in Sky Mall catalogs.
Yeah.
Thadians have catalogs?
We got it from the birds.
So yes, you say. So you can say, I'm done fishing.
And it turns back into just a 10-foot pole. and he just hands it out to you.
Well, thank you so much, Druck. Yeah, I'll take this. You know, it might be nice to, be a little extra prepared in case we're attacked in the middle of the night. So if I didn't have to use the berries every time, it'd be good to have an alternate, source of nutrients.
Yes, very much so.
Druck, I wanted to ask you something, but just between you and me. Do you ever...
What?
Do you ever wish that we never did any of this?
What do you mean?
Like if things just stayed the way they were before we met at the festival in Unending City? We just went on with our lives on the same trajectory without being violently thrust together?
No. It's very uncomfortable being by myself. All of you that can do magic make my life easy. I am a little bit of a hanger-on, so to speak. I am happier when I know people as unique and powerful as you are around.
I'm glad you feel that way, Druck. Sometimes I find myself wishing I could just be back in Vitmir when it was just me and Kiefer and Chindara and I didn't know any better. The world was simple.
You didn't know that they were dead?
Nah, I didn't. I also didn't know that there was a celestial being after me, and I just thought my dad left for, me being a bastard, but I guess it's a lot more confusing and terrifying than that.
I'm sorry. I know you and Ven have unique abilities, and I sometimes forget that they come at a cost.
But sometimes the cost is worth the reward.
So, what is it that you wish to escape to, or return to? Is there something else?
I always hoped that I'd be able to find some miracle that'll let me reopen the shop. And I'd just run it by myself. Maybe settle down with someone.
You could do that now, right?
With all this going on?
I mean...
I don't think so.
The shop is yours.
Yeah, but I don't think I could leave you guys now in the middle of all this. But I do worry about Dax's parents and Ben's mom. Considering that he showed up there. He knows where I used to live. And that puts them in danger.
Wait, who? The
thing that came to the hut in Vitmir.
Right, big celestial thing, yes.
Yeah.
Strange.
And I'm scared that if I even mention his name, that he'll just zone in on my location and put you all in danger again.
Oh, don't do that, then.
Yeah.
You're good. Yeah, we're good. Just don't do that. We're fine.
I definitely won't.
Right. Nailed it. We're
We thought
done.
that's how that works, right?
High five.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's how it worked in that one fantasy novel series.
We don't talk about that here.
I don't read.
Oh right, yeah. I'll have to show you my favorite bookshop sometime when we get back to the city.
Well, I want you to feel like this is. I want you to want to be here.
I do too, Druck.
As you're all getting ready to lay down and go to sleep and having conversations, you hear a knocking on the door of the tower.
Nevermore.
Just
That'd be at this hour.
it's about 9 p.m. and just you're also,
Dark's gonna go
you're
up
also
to
on
the
the top
top.
of a mountain.
Just gonna go up to the top of the tower and
Okay.
kind of look over to see if he can see what's doing that. But he wants to do it stealthily.
Stealth check.
I mean,
20.
You see what looks like a human man covered in heavy furs, and he's just knocking on the door.
yeah. Quoin's gonna just open the door.
Okay. They're like shaking and trembling.
Hello.
Ha! You can see they're about maybe the early 20s. Fresh, kind of young in the face, blonde, messy blonde hair. They're kind of dirty. They're like, you can see like where they have like little peach fuzz. It's kind of like frozen. There's like little ice crystals in the peach fuzz and the eyebrows. He's like, "Do you guys have any food and like warmth? I lost my group to this big centipede thing in a hot spring. We decided to go bathing in the hot spring, and it killed them, and I ran away. Do you guys have food and warmth?" They're just like trembling and shaking. Help.
What is your name?
Zeke.
All right.
The-
Give me one moment.
Okay.
Hello. Then.
Everyone sleeps in the same room. The
It's
tower
just
only has
one
one
room?
room, yeah. And
Oh.
then an upstairs to a hatch.
Oh, you-hoo. Every.
Yeah, Quoin?
Oh, Coin, what?
There is a trembling young man outside who tried to jump into the hot water that we had walked past earlier, and it gobbled up all his friends, and he wants to know if he can stay in our pop-up fortress.
Yes, I would say it's freezing out there. We should let him in.
Yeah, I think
Um,
it's. I think the same thing.
We don't know this person.
That's true. That is why I wanted to ask you.
There's something moving around out here, so... And Druck, you can actually see something moving through the mountains towards the individual...
Open the
base
door,
of
open the
tower.
door.
You can see it's
Okay.
big. It's like predatory, something sneaking through the snow.
All right, come in.
And he comes in, and Quoin, you can see something predatory about 100 feet back, just stalking through the snow. You can't see what it is because of the blowing snow, but it's something big. It's probably elephant-sized, and it's just crawling through the snow. You can see, you get it. You just can't really can't get a shape. Just yellow eyes.
Just Druck sees that?
Druck and Quoin as Quoin opens the door,
Okay.
and then it just you hear the flap of mighty wings, and it just disappears.
Ooh, no.
Stamp your feet out on.
Oh, sorry. Stamped his
on
feet
the
out.
rook.
Did we all hear the wing flap?
Yes.
What was that?
Probably one of the dragons that make home on this mountain.
The what?
Oh, a lot of white dragons live on this mountain. Small ones, not big ones. There hasn't been an ancient one seen in hundreds of years here. Mostly just wormlings and young ones.
Where are you coming
White
from?
dragon.
Let me look at the map because I don't remember.
Are there? Just trying to forget. Are there windows we can see out of in the?
It'll say that it should
In the
say
tower?
in the thing.
Okay, let me double check.
I'm from. Fuck, where the was from? I'm from Five Ford. It's just south of the mountains. A bit.
All right.
South
What are
of,
you doing up?
My group and I were. We're actually coming
Trying to get to the capital?
We were coming to see the king. Yeah. We're just looking for some jobs to do, maybe to help out, because everyone we've been kind of my group has been kind of tight on money, and we were looking for, to see if the king needed any contract work done, and we were getting really cold. We decided to take a break in the hot spring on the way here. The hot spring wasn't here the last time we came through, so that was weird. So we decided just to take a bath, and something in the water killed my friends, and I'm a coward and I ran away.
I mean, obviously, we've let you in. Please warm up. But
Okay.
seems like there are some holes in your story.
Yeah, can I
Okay.
make an insight check on him while he's talking?
Go for it.
Yeah, I also am suspect of this guy.
Quoin, I can make an insight check too if you want.
Insight is a 24.
24.
12.
Quoin, yours would be with disadvantage
Oh,
because of exhaustion.
that is true. I have not
Yeah.
slept yet. Well, then you get a 3.
Okay, Quoin, he seems like just a scared young kid. Kenna, what'd you get?
24.
Telling a story that a scared young kid would tell. There's gaps. There's for sure gaps and holes in it. But
Mm-hmm. Alright.
and you can see he's not armed at all. Like no weapons whatsoever. It's like he hastily put clothes on and ran.
Alright, well, come sit by the fire. We'll get something scrounged up for you.
Do you
If you're having a fire in the
often-
fortress, you do have to have the hatch on the roof open, otherwise you're gonna smoke yourselves out.
Well, the hatch is open because Druck was there.
I know. I'm just letting you all know. So where are you all going?
Well, I was just wondering, do you often get work this way by going directly to the king?
No, we've never really we never really done that before. We came to the cap. We've come to the capital numerous times to go to like the entertainment district, the platinum district. They kind of visit. He kind of blushes a bit, the brothels. And
Well-
we thought maybe the king could give us work, just out of desperation mostly, and whatnot.
Have you worked for any other nobility before?
No,
So you're going to go 0 to king in one jump?
we're desperate. We need money. Well, we needed money. I'm the only one left, so what's the point?
Well, I mean, keep on trucking.
Yeah.
Yes, Bahamut says, keep on trucking.
Justin.
Yeah.
While we're doing this, actually, I was gonna. Quoin, would you mind opening the door for me very quickly?
Oh yeah, are we gonna go fight
Why are
this
you opening
trash?
the door?
Oh no, just briefly, just briefly.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You want to see a trash dragon? This is a trash dragon. Oh.
Aren't
Okay,
all of them
uh,
that?
I cast a major image
Okay.
of myself
Okay.
walking out, just looking tired, half awake, and like my guard is completely down, just walking and kind of almost like half stumbling out into the snow, and then I'll have Quoin close the door, and then I'll watch through the arrow slits that the tower has.
Okay, cool.
To keep moving it.
So you look out. Your illusion just walks out. Something lands on the road and kind of encompassing the peaks, and it shakes the tower. And this massive head looms in and just sniffs fake Ven.
I think let me double check. I think if I remember correctly, Major Image does have a smell. I could
Druck's
be
still on the
wrong.
roof too.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if that looked like Ven and Druck thinks that that's Ven.
Well, Druck would probably be able to see Ven like below him in the tower if he looks
Druck's
down.
looking down.
Yeah.
I'm looking down at still around. I'm still on top of the tower,
So you're
Okay.
not. He wouldn't be looking through the
like
hatch then.
surveying the area.
Okay. Yeah, it has sounds and smells and
Okay.
temperature.
But there is a way to determine it's an illusion. Yes, I think
You
it's
were
a
just
perception.
touching it.
Oh, it's just sniffing.
Or physical interaction. Yeah. Investigation actually.
Okay, cool. Thank
Intelligence
you.
investigation.
And how big is this thing, Justin?
It's pretty fucking big.
Okay, so it's something like if
It's
Druck saw
ancient.
this, he'd be
It's
like,
ancient.
okay,
Oh, it's ancient.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
so the guy was
massive white
not
dragon
telling the
just.
truth.
Oh wait, no, it's not a white dragon. Sorry. Well, he doesn't.
No.
He looks scared. He doesn't. What the fuck does he know?
Well, he said there hasn't been an ancient one
Sorry,
specifically.
not ancient. Reading it
Oh,
wrong.
okay.
It's this massive dragon. Definitely, maybe one tier under ancient.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to describe it is it doesn't look like any dragon you've seen before, Ven.
Okay.
Druck, it just looks like a big thing.
Right.
I have a description here. Give me a second. It's pretty fucking cool.
While you're describing, I remember Druck is on the roof, right?
Most likely.
Okay. Can I make, because I can adjust the illusion? Can I just make, because the thing's in front of my illusion, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make big neon letters appear on fake Ven's back, pointed towards Druck, that just say, "Not me. Get inside."
Okay. The dragon has black and gray hide that is smooth like a salamander's, and their eyes are pale as moonlight. Colorful clusters of colorful fungi bloom across their skin, especially around the head and neck, almost giving the dragon a helmet of disgusting mold and fungus. Their wings are attached to the front legs and can fold in close to the body, which you can see as they begin moving about. Their mouth is devoid of any teeth, and it's almost more like a beak, and glyphs have been engraved around the eyes that glow a deep, dark gray color. Glyphs similar to the one that the red dragon had that you all killed. And it just sniffs the illusion, and you said it's an investigation check?
Yep. Investigation against my spells check DC.
Alrighty. Plus that. Natural 1 for an 8. It just goes... You look like one of them, but... And it's gonna go for a bite.
All right. Can I have the illusion just like leap back out of its reach?
Make an Arcana check. Try to
Okay.
control it.
All right.
I'd like to see if you can beat the speed of this thing's bite attack.
Okay.
Use the
Disadvantage
dodge
though.
action.
Okay, or lower than that. Okay. That's a 14.
14. The teeth just into it.
They just go. And
Yeah,
get nothing.
and right
It's
into
just like
it goes right into the gouges out a mountain sign and goes.
it's just like clipping through it like a bad
Yeah,
video game.
and then it looks up to the tower, and it sees someone on top.
Nah, drugs. Shoo, he got
Yeah.
that message that
Okay.
Ven put on the
It's gonna-
thing's back.
It hits. It flies into the side of the tower, just. And you can see this massive, blank, almost milky white eye looking through one of the arrow slits, just and smelling. Oh, you're all in there. You're the ones who killed Conflagradon. I've been tracking you.
Would you like to thank us?
No. Where are you from?
You're from the island of Nanya.
Yeah.
Our mother's butt.
None your
I'm
business.
just curious to see if the blacksmith's information is accurate. Just looking through the slit. And I'm trying to post a picture of this thing so you can get an idea.
What did he
of
do
it.
to? Oh fuck!
So it's eye. We can see that it's an eye right
Yeah, but the
there.
big thing looks like that.
Boomerang right to the eye.
This thing has like almost full cover, so your boomerang's not going to hit it because the arrow slit.
Wait. It's through arrow slit from the inside, I believe. It's arrow slits you can attack through just fine. It's attacking the other way that's the issue, right?
So you're
Isn't that the
attacking-
point of an
you're
arrow
attack-
slit?
you're- Sure, whatever. You're attacking the dragon?
I'm gonna
We want
throw a
your-
boomerang at its eye and piss it off. Fuck that dude.
Okay, make an attack roll.
That's a 13 to hit.
Goes out the arrow slit and just keeps going.
The dragon moved its massive head out of the way.
No, it missed. 13 missed.
Yeah.
Clinked
the
off
wall.
the.
Well, it doesn't return.
was- I was-
It
so-
returns
so it
back
went
to you,
through.
but it goes through the arrow slit and comes through another one.
That's cool.
And then it goes.
Better.
"So
What are
that's
the
what-
odds?"
So that's what we're doing then.
Oh shit!
So it's going to be a little fucky. Oh, it's a cloud, so that goes right through the arrow slit. I
Oh,
need
boy.
everyone in the tower to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear.
As
Oh,
this
and-
cloud of spores just comes through the arrow slit.
Is this
What?
a magical effect?
No, it's
Cool.
a dragon's breath.
What does 2 levels of exhaustion do again? It's like the one thing D&D Beyond
Disadvantage on
doesn't tell you.
attacks. It does tell you.
Okay.
Click on
Does it?
conditions
Where?
and then click on exhaustion, then there's like a little drop down for exhaustion.
Yeah, there's a drop down for. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, how?
So, speed halved. Okay.
So yeah, disadvantage on ability checks the speed halved.
Okay. So wisdom.
Also, don't
Yes,
forget
please.
the +1.
And everyone gets a +1, including the new guy.
That means I have a +10 to my wisdom saving throws.
Correct.
Damn.
When Quoin's around, yeah.
All right.
But
So,
it's still only a 13.
all right. 13.
Mhm.
You take 38 psychic damage.
Oh.
Psychic damage.
Yeah, and you're frightened of this dragon for 1 minute, so you're just running the other way. Ven, what'd you get?
18 plus 6, 24.
24. You take 19 psychic damage.
Ow.
Quoin,
23.
19 psychic damage. Druck,
18.
19 psychic damage. Dax,
18.
19 psychic damage.
Reduced by half.
Correct. There's just a corpse laying in here.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
no.
And then the dragon
No,
sniffs
not our new
again.
friend.
Where are you from?
Damn it.
Your worst nightmare. I'm going to cast Phantasmal Killer on it.
It's gonna fly off.
Hmm?
It flies off.
Okay. Does it make the save first?
What's the DC? Like, what's the saving throw?
It's
for?
a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Oh, it's good at those.
Okay.
13 plus 7,
Okay. Yeah,
20.
nothing. Nothing happens.
and you hear it flying off.
I imagine I'm just hiding between one of our armchairs in
And yeah,
this main foyer.
the Zeke guy is just laying there, and you all watch
Oh.
as
Can I cure wounds on him?
he's dead as fuck.
He's dead.
Oh, he's like
You
dead.
Need to,
all
we need to
see
revivify.
These tentacles start to slowly creep out of Dax's axe, and just kind of start writhing around the air.
That's horrifying.
Dax,
Dax-
what the hell is that?
Dax is just gonna. Just one moment. Can Dax hoist the body over one shoulder?
Well, as you
Get-
do,
no,
as you get
no,
close
no,
to it, the
no,
tentacles
no,
just lash
no.
out at the head and pull the brain out through the nostrils and pull the entire brain out through the nostrils, and the brain is consumed by the axe.
Can I cast Firebolt at the axe before it has a chance to grab it?
No. Just
Dax, you can see Dax looking at her ass, but internally, like, speaking towards it in their mind. Dax just going, "Could you not have waited until I took it?
Can I cast
took
Firebolt at
body
the axe?
outside."
you cast-
Afterwards.
yes, but you will hit Dax.
Even if I'm aiming for, like, the axe?
Yeah, Dax is holding it.
Well, just the axe head.
It's fire. Oh, he's fire bolt. I think he said fireball.
Oh, no. Firebolt.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. It's a 23 to hit.
Hits and just nothing.
Ben, what the fuck?
Your axe just prevented us from being able to save an innocent man's life.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any sort of, what the fuck's going on, I mean, hold on, just give me a second. Nope, no tentacles coming out of my weapon. Anybody else have tentacles coming out of their weapons?
Attack me, I will consume their brains.
Responding back to the axe.
Oh,
We
no, that was out
telepathically.
loud.
No, you are not going to do that.
Dax, I'm gonna need you to step
Oh,
away
you
from
heard
the axe.
that one that time. Oh,
Yes.
Oh, my bad.
Dax, I think you should put the axe down.
But why?
Because it just threatened to kill all of us and also
but-
just
but-
killed an
but-
innocent person.
It was no. They did not kill an innocent person. They were already dead.
And we could have brought him back.
I mean, technically speaking, yes. I mean, it's a good weapon, Ben.
Dax, I don't know if I'm comfortable traveling with somebody who's this willing to let innocent people die.
Well, she's right. He was already dead.
Yes, but you have a diamond on you, and we both have the spell.
I don't want to sound callous, Ben, but you would waste it on them?
Waste it?
Waste?
We just met this person who got dummied by a fucking dragon, and you would use your diamond to bring them back? What about Quoin? What about Kenna? What about Druck?
They're
We all
currently
were
still
able to take
alive.
that hit.
What if you guys also died?
We've made that informed decision. The point of everything we do is to help protect and save innocent people. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing everything that we're doing. If I can't save a single innocent person in front of me, then why am I out here?
Van,
Yes.
if we are to win this fight, innocent people are going to die. That's just a fact.
Yes, but when
And
we
I
have
get
the
that this
power-
was preventable. But I'll be honest, before Dax did that, I wasn't gonna revive him. That diamond is for you guys. I don't know when or if we're gonna be able to get another one. I get that we're going to a great big city up here, but we don't know anyone or anything, and we could die the moment we pass through those gates. And if we don't have a diamond when we need it, you or I can't do anything about it.
Then
Yes.
make me an investigation check or an arcana check, please. Either or.
Okay. Let's go with Arcana. That's 25.
There's something slithering up the nostril.
Is it like still hanging out a little bit?
Yeah, and it's like in the process of going up. It looks like it's purple.
Whose nostril?
The corpse.
I would like to. Let's see what I can do with that. Can I like lean down and try and just pinchy grab it and pull it
sure.
out? All right, I'll just do that.
It is an illithid tadpole. That looks like it was going into the skull cavity to replace the removed brain.
Oh, I've seen those before.
And then it looks at you, Ven, and it is gonna leap at you.
I'm still holding on to it.
Yeah, it's just gonna try to leap.
Is it just like
Natural
pulling
one?
at my...
It's just wriggling.
Okay. All right,
It's gonna go like.
I'm gonna cast with it in my fingers. I'm gonna cast Firebolt like through those fingers.
All right. Just still have to make an attack roll.
Do I? How
this
does
thing still has a
like...
stat block?
It would be a disadvantage too, since it's melee.
Yeah, technically.
Okay.
I mean, it also would be. I mean, if we're gonna split hairs, it's restrained, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so straight roll fire. It's still a roll for it. So straight roll because you're technically restraining it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Advantage. I'm holding his wrist.
Sure, of course.
All right. That's a 22 to hit.
Of course.
Okay. Do I need to roll damage?
It has 1 hit point, so.
Okay, it's seven damage.
So it's an illithid tadpole.
Mm-hmm.
It just.
Guys, we got dinner.
You can easily have told this thing wasn't in his head before. It was going in there
Yeah.
to start the process of ceramorphosis, which you typically need a brain for. So that's weird.
Right. Did it come? It didn't seem like it came from the dragon spores. Didn't have anything that could have done that,
It
right?
happened. It's pretty much the axe that Dax is holding is made from an illithid skull and bones.
Right. Yes. Tabling the discussion on using our resources to save innocent people, I think we first need to have the discussion on defiling the corpses of and infecting them with illithid bodies, which seems worse.
I'm just stating for the record here, for the absolute record, I didn't know about this until recently. I'm just...
How recently?
Probably about the last, give or take hour ago. I haven't been withholding information, okay? I'm just stating the fact on that, okay? This weapon has done us a lot of good.
But if all of a sudden it is causing an outbreak of brain eating and illithid proliferation, then that is time to stow that weapon.
On the other point of order, Quoin, I know many illithids, and a lot of them are quite good people.
I'm not.
Is that allowed, or
that's in your head?
Dax's...
And I don't think any of the illithid. I think any of the illithid that you know would be insulted to be compared to that thing.
Yes, I don't.
Telepathically to it, it's just like, you're really not helping your case right now.
I'm not worried about you.
In Qualif, because I forgot I speak that. I'm gonna say, well, what do I want to say to it? I want to freak it out that I know Qualif. I don't know what I want to say to it though.
Give us kisses.
What exactly do you plan on? I'll say in Qualif. What exactly do you plan on doing if you don't get what you want?
The first day I go hungry, this idiot, speaking into Ven's head now, is gonna find it difficult to do things. The second day, they're not gonna rest well. The third day, they're gonna be vulnerable to all sorts of things. The fourth day, I might make them attack people who they care about. And the fifth day, If they continue to not feed me, I'll take their brain for my own, and they will die and never come back.
Repeat all that out loud in common. And what is it exactly you want again? I'm going to say in common.
Brains, humanoid, fresh. No
How many?
older than 24 hours. One a day.
Dax, I think we... Dax, we need to get rid of this axe.
You just see Dax kind of like rubbing their temples, and they're just like, on one hand, a brain a day doesn't seem that hard. On the other hand, I think getting rid of it would be harder. As
Harder
bad as
than-
that.
Than murdering a person a day.
I mean, it's not really murder if we're already out killing them.
Dax, we don't kill a person a day. We've been on the road for how many days now, just traveling through the mountains?
Alright.
And the last things that we encountered were not fully versed in zombies, but I don't think they have. Their brains are certainly past fresh more than 24 hours.
But half of aside from the fact that this price is morally repugnant, it's just not sustainable.
I mean, we do have the Druck's bag of preserving.
Again, why are we? Hold on. Why are we debating whether hold on. Can I cast? Wait, what is that? There's what's it? There's a spell called. Oh, I don't have it ready. I was gonna say define good and evil, or no, I don't have it ready. Damn.
I mean, we probably don't need to cast the spell.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say,
yeah.
just to prove, like, just make it a beacon of evil. Like, it seems pretty evil. Like, it's telling us that it wants to do bad things to you when you don't do what it wants, and it has also threatened us. I feel like more than once. Why are we debating?
Out loud it says, I've never had a kobold brain before.
And you're not going to get one.
And
You say
you're
that
going
now,
to
but if you
stop
keep it
me?
if you keep it for 4 days, you're not going to have a choice.
If I keep it and don't feed it, then.
So you're saying if we don't encounter anyone on the road for 4 days, innocent or otherwise, we're already gambling for the chance to you to keep your shiny axe?
I mean, we could just put it in the chest.
You could try.
See, this is the exact point that I'm trying to get at, Ven. I don't think I can just go and get rid of it.
I don't think that should stop us from trying.
Hold on. Druck. You've been.
You guys don't know. You don't see Druck.
He didn't slide.
You don't see Druck.
On the roof. Okay.
Oh dear, did the dragon get him when it hit the tower?
Can I try to look around for him? Try to find him?
Yeah, make a perception check.
It's a 12.
No.
I just rolled concentration for my major image, so it still is
Outside.
up out there.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have it start like, Druck, are you out here? Druck, did the dragon get you? We need to know you're safe.
All right. So okay,
No
there's no Druck. That is Great. Now we've lost a party member, and we have a weapon that's actively trying to kill us all.
It's not trying to kill us right at the moment. It's
moment.
satisfied.
We're up to
Dax,
3.
make a wisdom saving throw
three
with
threats.
disadvantage.
But it just had
Make a wisdom
snap.
saving throw with disadvantage.
But it had a snap.
Your friends are attacking and threatening it. Make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
How about
Add
a
1.
4?
Pardon me?
How
Said
about a
add 1.
4?
They're within 10 feet of me.
Or 5,
Oh,
actually.
5. You watch as the axe glows for a second, and Dax's eyes just go blank. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, do I get to fight my friend?
No, I'm controlling you now.
Damn it.
Oh no.
And Dax, you just feel your
you're rolling
you just feel your
initiative,
consciousness go completely gone.
Oh god.
Like that scene from Get Out.
Yeah, 100% like Get Out.
Fuck.
Okay. I'm just gonna have to write this down on a document because. All right, 25 to 20. Okay, 15 to 20.
15.
What coin you get? Sorry.
15, same.
Okay, so coin go first. 10 to 15.
13.
All right.
God.
Druck, you were doing something, so you can do that before anything happens if you'd like.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing?
And you guys would, after you hear a mechanism go off, you'd see that Druck was like up in the corner of like the edge of the because there's like a hatch doorway.
Mhm.
He's through that hatch, up, standing in the corner of the wall, between the wall and the ceiling, looking directly down on where Dax was.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's gonna fire.
Yeah, with advantage. Because you rolled a 30 for stealth.
Damn.
I don't think any of us could ever find him.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 28 to hit.
That hits for sure.
Okay.
So just. You
All
going
right.
lethal, non-lethal?
I get a choice at this?
It's a crossbow bolt, like so you can choose, or you're using the laser thing. If it's a laser gun, yeah. Up to you. Lethal, non-lethal.
It's a crossbow bolt. All I'll say is that I'm not aiming for their head.
Okay.
Aw, thanks,
That's it.
baby.
Okay, go for it. So yeah, roll damage. You do get sneak attack as well.
Yeah. And I suppose the surprise attack bonus as well.
Correct,
for this
yeah.
Bugbear.
Yep.
Okay. Oh God, that's a
13.
lot.
Holy fuck,
damage.
you're dummying
13
Dax,
plus
God
19
damn.
plus 12. So 22 plus. No, that's not right. 13 plus 19.
32.
32 plus 12 is 40.
44.
44 damage.
Nice.
Alright, so that's Druck just. Alright. Okay, that'll bring us into combat. Quoin, you're up first. Just this crossbow bolt just into the shoulder.
Okay. Shoot.
And then the eyes glow the same color as the axe, and they just smile.
I'm trying to figure out. Okay.
And yeah, Dax, your consciousness is
Okay.
just in this darkness.
I don't know what the fuck's happening. I'm just like,
Oh, you can
okay,
see
cool.
outside of your body. You can see what's happening.
Oh, God damn it.
All right. So I can attack, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Also, do we roll initiative for my giant goat?
No, you can though. It's in the tower too.
Okay. Shit, sorry. It's not this, because its base is different. Sorry. So it stacks. Oh, 0. So it would just be 13 instead of the 18 that I rolled.
Okay. So it'll go after Kenna.
It's just 13. I'm going to roll an attack.
Okay, so you run up.
Yeah, I'm within 10 feet, so I can still hit it.
Yeah, if you whip bonus action to turn it into a whip, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action turn it into a whip, and I'm gonna aim right at that thing.
Okay, go for it. At Dax or?
No, right at the. Oh, I'm going straight for the axe, baby.
You won't be damaging Dax if you're attacking the axe.
Yeah, not trying to.
Okay.
Not trying to.
Okay.
Not trying to do any damage. I'm going for a disarm.
All right, I gotta look up the rules for disarm.
Yeah.
It's not,
What about that
it's
arm?
not an attack roll, I don't believe.
Disarm is used instead of hitting an opponent, whereas yeah, success on a disarm is measured by contest between the attacker's hit result and the target's strength or dexterity check.
Okay, cool.
Result.
Yep.
So, yeah. Gonna
All right.
attack, and that's sweet. That's at advantage because of pack tactics?
No one's within melee of Dax.
Alright, then it's just a straight roll.
Yep. Dax might have a hard time beating this because you have a plus 11 to hit.
Yeah, so that's 20.
19 plus 8, 27.
Alright, then I'm going to take my second attack.
Okay. You know what, I'm going to roll these publicly because this is attacking another character and I don't want
I'm
anyone to feel like I'm lying. So I'll
just
roll
attacking.
a 11 on the next. I assume you're disarming again?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going to disarm. Great! That is a 1!
The axe just. Because you got a 12, so the axe just. You succeeded with a 1. And the great axe.
Wow.
Oh wait, disarm is technically an attack though.
Yeah.
So
I
I'd
rolled
say since disarming is technically an attack action, then did you roll nat 1?
Yeah.
Then it doesn't work then.
Yeah.
Because it's not an ability check. Okay.
Okay.
And you do have exhaustion as well, just a reminder.
You're right.
But it's just ability checks for you. Anything else? And then Ven, you're on deck.
Does Hunter's Mark add to other people's attacks or just mine?
Did you extend the sword?
Oh yeah, no. So then I got
Yeah.
nothing else except for reactions.
Okay. Ven.
And movement.
Okay, I am going to cast. What's it called? Guardian of Faith, right next to Dex.
Okay. The baby, the swaddled,
Yep.
radiant baby just appears again.
Yep. And then I'm gonna back up as far away as I can inside
Into
the
the
small
wall.
tower.
Yep. Okay. Anything else? Bonus actions?
Nope. That's what I got.
Okay.
Oh wait, actually, hold on.
And
One
then Kenna,
second.
you're on deck.
Actually, I think I am actually going to use something that I've never used before.
Power word kill.
No.
Oh.
I'm going to use my channel divinity or my channel arcana,
Mm-hmm.
divine arcana, when I cast Guardian of Faith, which will up the DC by 2.
Cool.
And I cast it through the book deck as an additional plus
Yep.
1.
So that's it? That's everything?
Yeah, so that makes the save DC 19.
Okay, cool. Kenna.
Alright, I'm going to bonus action healing word on myself.
Okay.
Ooh, that's max healing for 10 additional points.
There you go.
Oh, shoot. There you go. Heal. And then I'm going to go up to Dax, put one hand on their shoulder and the other hand on their on the handle of their axe.
Okay.
Just say, look into their eyes, and say, I know you're in there, Dax. Come on, you can fight it. And I'm going to hold my action to cast Toll the Dead if they try to make another attack action.
Okay. That brings us to the goat. And then Druck, you're on deck.
This goat's just a goat.
Yeah.
It's a cool like celestial
Giant
like,
goat, yeah.
from the Mount Celestia, like really, really angelic.
And I think I said it's using the mountain goat stat block or giant goat stat block. I don't remember.
Giant goat stat block. Oh yeah, so it's not like special or anything, but it is going to ram.
Yeah, it is. Go for it.
Ah!
Yeah. Go for it.
So, rolling dice, having to go through several different things. All right, so rolling this is a +5.
Mm-hmm.
D20, so I'm rolling this for everyone. That is an 18.
18 just hits.
All right, so that's hit. The hit is 8 or 2d. Wait, that was a charge.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So I hit.
Yeah. So you'd roll the chart from you'd roll the damage from the ram first.
Okay, and then I would add 2d4. So total it's 4d4 plus 3 is the damage. And
yeah.
It exceeds. So you need to make a DC 13 saving throw, and I'll tell you what the damage is.
14 plus 8.
14 plus 8. Oh yeah, it's fine. The Dax is fine.
The giant goat just.
Of all the ways tonight could have gone, this is not how I thought tonight was gonna go.
So you're not knocked. So Dax isn't knocked prone, but you do deal the damage just to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then plus 3. So it's 14 damage.
Okay.
From a goat.
I'm just imagining Dax just kind of the goat hits them and it's like crack. Stands firm still.
They're not looking great.
They're not looking great.
I'm tracking the damage. Yeah, Druck.
Yeah, I keep refreshing my page.
I guess bonus action hide to try and get.
Yeah, go
some
for it.
different
You're up high.
positioning.
Yeah, go for it.
All right,
You're basically just wanting to beat Dax's passive perception.
17.
You hope you're hidden.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Well,
you're technically
have
not, it's not
advantage?
Dax's passive perception. It would be the Axe's passive perception.
Yeah.
Right now. Oh, same as Dax. You hope you're hidden, but yes, you have advantage.
Okay. Cool. Thanks. Okay. Double 19s. Okay. 28 to hit.
Is this the crossbow?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Just where are you aiming for this? Is this non-lethal, lethal? Like.
I mean, I'm still going for
Okay.
like to stopping force. Like
Okay.
we don't know what's going on.
Roll
Or
sneak attack.
Whatever.
You could say you're trying to murk
8
me,
plus your
it's
sneak
fine.
attack.
That's a total of 22.
Okay, let me see here. We're gonna do Stone's Endurance on that last one.
Thank you.
So it's 22. Minus 11, so 11 damage. Okay. Right, yeah. Okay, Dax is looking real bad. You could tell they use their stones. The axe made Dax use their stone endurance.
Cool.
All right, anything else?
That's my bonus action. Knowing that Dax has an ability,
Sentinel. Shit.
knowing that Dax
Why'd
has
you
some sort of
dumbass?
ability that has a radius,
Mm-hmm.
Druck's gonna try to see if he can get outside of that radius.
You're outside the radius if you're about the hatch.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
All right, that'll bring us to Dax, who's gonna bonus action rage.
Mm.
So I need. Oh, that's the last one too. Last rage. I need trying to remember things that I've made. 15-foot radius sphere. What's the layout of the tower, Ven? Like, what's the...
Let me grab
I'm-
that real quick.
I'm within melee.
yeah, you
of
and Quoin
Dax.
definitely have to make intelligence saves.
It's a square tower, 20 feet on a side and 30 feet tall.
Okay, so Ven's fine and so is Druck. But Quoin, Kenna, and the goat need to make intelligence saves.
Oh. Oh.
What'd you get?
Um.
+1 from Quoin.
Okay. That's a 12.
That fails.
But would this trigger my reaction?
No, because you're getting stunned.
Damn it.
So you take 8 psychic damage, Kenna, and you're stunned.
What? No, it's wisdoms. It's wisdoms.
Quoin?
You said that was intelligence?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
And stunned.
So the goat rolled a 15.
The goat takes
Hey.
8 psychic damage and is stunned.
Okay. And I got a 17.
You don't take any psychic damage and you're not stunned. But the goat and Kenna are stunned. Dax is not raging, so they're going to go Reckless Great Weapon Master on the first attack against Kenna, who is stunned. So advantage anyway. I was going to roll that. So I was going to roll that on the table because advantage. Natural fucking 20.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck!
So Kenna, you take
Uh-huh.
23 slashing damage.
3.
The axe is going to expend a charge and throw you up to the 30 feet up to the ceiling. Just
Okay.
What's the psychic damage from that?
oh right, that's right. So 46 psychic.
6 psychic damage.
So it's 46 psychic. You take an additional 13 psychic damage.
I am unconscious.
You're thrown 30 feet up to the ceiling because it's going to expend a charge because it got a crit. So you hit the ceiling and you take... This is a 1 failed death save. As you hit the ceiling for 9 psychic or 9 bludgeoning, and then you fall 30 feet and hit the floor. So it's 2 failed death saves.
Good thing I already have my backup character ready.
And then I'm going to look down at Kenna.
I don't have Revivify Breath. Shit.
Uh-oh. And is going to swing the axe down at Kenna.
Come on, 2 not ones, 2 not ones.
I feel so bad doing this, but evil weapon.
I,
Were you going to say something?
oh no, I mean, I can't use my reaction for anything. Can
24 to hit.
I can't.
That
I can't,
hits.
like use my reaction to take that when I'm close, or I have a shield. Is there anything?
Is there anything you can do with the shield that lets you do that? Does shield mastery let you do that or whatever?
I don't know.
No, it's a fighting style.
Okay. Unfortunately not. And the axe just thunk, sinks into Kenna's chest and then... And that'll bring us back to the top to Quoin.
I'm taking that fucking arm.
Go for it. That you're going to sever the arm?
Oh, I'm gonna take everything.
Okay, go for it.
And I mean,
Pack tactics,
undebatably,
advantage because the goat's here too.
yep.
Is Quoin adjacent to Dax?
Yeah, like directly in
adjacent.
front. 10 feet in front.
Okay, 10 feet. Okay,
No,
so
I'm-
Dax
I'm-
wants to
oh,
attack
I'm
Quoin.
getting. I'm gonna
No, wait.
get-
Oh, you're getting up?
If
we're
wait,
done.
if you're far away, if Dax has to move, my thing will attack.
Oh, you got no worries here. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Quoin, 19
no.
hits.
No, yeah, I wasn't even. This is at
Okay.
advantage. So 29 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking that axe.
Okay.
Yeah, take the arm. Take the axe.
Okay, I'm gonna make a con save just so we're not dismembering somebody. I mean, just to see if like
We
fuck
just
it. You know what?
buried an axe
You know
in
what?
someone's
Yeah.
chest,
You know what?
so-
Yeah.
I mean,
where do you want? Where are you severing the arm off at?
Hand, wrist, whatever.
Okay, well,
that
roll damage.
yeah. I want that axe gone.
Yeah, understandable. Oh, yeah.
18 damage.
Even half from rage does. Oh, yeah, even half from rage does it. So you take the arm off at the elbow, or if you even want to go higher, but you take the arm off.
Yeah, wrist.
Wrist. Okay, you take the hand off, and then falls backwards, making death saves.
Yeah, kick it away.
Okay, you kick the axe away and it just.
Yeah.
Anything else? You still have one more attack.
No, I just gonna scream Ben.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do I even have any?
You do have that dirty spell scroll that Ven found in the wizard place to reanimate spell scroll.
I've still got a plan. Don't worry.
All right.
It's better than that.
Anything else, Quoin?
I'm just looking for any.
Okay.
I don't think I have any. I've already used all my potions or given them away. So yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna try stabilizing. Dax.
You can do that on
It's
your
an
next. You
action.
can do that on your next turn.
Yeah.
If it's an action.
Because it's an action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Then
All right.
that's all I've got.
Does that make it me?
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. Don't worry. I'm gonna use my turn to cast Mass Healing Word.
Okay.
So, everybody, Dax included, because Dax isn't.
I
Dax
think
is gonna
Dax
be
is
awake.
the only one out of everybody that's hurting. Ken is dead.
We got hit by the dragon.
Oh right, sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So
Somehow.
I'm gonna mass healing. This was a tough fight to start. Yeah, it's up to 6 creatures, so it's
Okay.
everybody but Kenna, myself included, is gonna get 2 + 4 is 6 plus additional 5, 11 hit points back.
Okay. So Dax, you come to with 11 hit points, and your left hand. What hand did Quoin go for? Left or right? Because it's a two-handed weapon.
I mean, whatever hand it was what, baseball grip.
Okay,
whatever
cool.
baseball grip
Dominant
was,
hand.
it's gonna be-
Dax, you wake up. You saw everything transpire. You saw yourself kill Kenna. Your right hand has been severed, and you're
I'm gonna immediately.
and the axe has just been kicked away by Quoin.
I'm gonna immediately reach into the bag of holding for the hand,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna stand over Dax and just push it at them and say, "Fix this."
That's so vague. Flip if it's already been made.
You have
The
to
wish
make
has
a
already
wish.
been made.
No, I'm telling Dax. Dax is gonna be the one to
Oh,
make the
okay.
wish.
Oh.
And if there is a cost to be paid for the
Okay.
backlash, Dax is
I
paying.
get it.
Yeah.
Dax, you're no longer you're still attuned to the axe, and you can feel the axe just saying, "Pick me back up. Finish the job." It's saying that it's saying that out loud too.
Also,
Dax
Justin,
is just sitting there silently holding the hand.
Quoin is standing between Dax and the axe.
Okay, what's Druck doing?
Are we out of initiative?
Yeah, you're out of initiative because Ven cast Mass Healing Word on everybody.
How much was it?
11.
it was 11.
Druck jumps down, sees the hand, sees Kenna,
Yeah, Ken is
Taking too long.
Ken's dead. Yeah.
and he grabs it.
No.
Oh.
If there's that hand extracts a price.
I will pay.
No. Dax did this. Dax needs to pay for it.
You can hear the axe just laughing, like yes.
Also, Justin, quick question.
Yeah.
I forget from last week.
Yep.
Point of order. Back
It's
in
been
the
more
castle
than a
that's-
it's been more than a minute, so
Yeah.
there will be a oh, it's a wish spell. Never mind. There's no resurrection wish if you do wish.
back in the fortress that we left, like an hour back down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Sphere of Annihilation still in the basement?
No, that was taken away. That was
Oh, that got
Gone.
moved too with
Yeah.
the moon.
that gone.
Damn.
It's gone.
I was about to throw that axe into it.
Kate, I'm also messaging you something because it's important for what's about to happen.
Druck's still holding the hand.
I mean,
We're still attempting to hold the hand.
yeah.
I think I'm holding it and like holding it down at
Yeah,
Dax.
sorry,
That's how it was
Yeah.
worded. Yeah, Ven's holding it down
Yeah.
to Dax.
I guess Druck is just gonna grab him by the wrist. Be like,
Do we want them to make the wish? They could wish for anything.
Yes, and they seem to be themselves right now, and I want them to get a chance to prove that they're not a continuous threat to us. Because if they won't take this price to bring back our friend that they just killed, then I don't think they should get up from this floor.
What's to stop them from wishing us all gone? Once they have this.
and he just looks at Dax with complete disdain.
If I can believe that they would do that, then there would be no reason for me to. If I thought that they would do something like that, then I would have let them keep bleeding out on the floor.
When Ven says that, Druck would like to gauge Dax's reaction. And
Okay. Yeah,
figure out if they seem repentant, or like if they have what kind of look they have on their face to give him a reason to trust them.
Just ask.
They look out to lunch. They're just like, what the fuck? Like, do you know, like, they're just like...
Vacant.
Yeah, they're vacant. They're just like...
So basically how they looked when they were possessed, but the eyes are back to normal.
And, like, you can see... Like, it looks like there are, like, tears welling up, but they're trying to not cry. And they're just silent.
Quoin is gonna go over to Kenna and start doing last rites of Bahamut.
Okay. Quoin, when you go over there, you can see the axe. You can see the tentacles are.
Oh, right.
The axe is crawling toward. It's like moving. You catch it because everyone's focused on Dax. And as you watch over Quoin, you can see the axe is actually crawling towards Kenna with tentacles.
Well, then I would look at. Oh, well then I'm going to. What do I have? Do I have? Oh, I do have that. Pretty sure I have oil. And I definitely have a tinderbox. Oh, I'm lighting that shit on fire.
Okay, nothing happens.
Nothing happens?
Nope.
It's just gonna rattle around.
It just keeps crawling towards Kenna. It's like maybe a foot
Oh,
away at this point.
I'll stamp it. I mean, I'll stop it. It's not going to. I'll step on it.
Contested. So, you can do athletics or acrobatics. Is this?
Can I kick it again?
Yeah, you kick it again and just. And then it just keeps trying to crawl towards Kenna because it's like, I want that brain.
Okay.
It doesn't crawl fast. It's got like a 5 foot. It crawls at like 5 feet a turn.
Yeah, it seems like it's not really a big threat, so I'm going to keep kicking it back.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Druck's just gonna let go of Ven's wrist and pull out the Frostbrand short sword.
Okay.
Dax, you have a choice to make. You either bring our friend back. You either take this hand and bring both of our friends back, or we lose one friend today, and it isn't going to be Kenna.
Fuck you, axe.
Just in the background, this big, like, moment, and then Quoin in the back. Fuck. You just see Dax go to, like, try to grab it with both hands. But then, remembering they don't have one hand. They just pick it up with their right hand, because their left hand would have been dominant.
Oh yeah. So Quoin would have went for your dominant hand, I imagine. So the left hand's actually the one that's gone.
Like they're poised like this, and then they see the stump, and they're just like, puts it down. And they just like kind of grab it. Their hands kind of shaky. And they're still silent because they're just like trying to think of what to say. Then.
Yes.
And then they just like pause. How do you want me to bring Kenna back?
Do you need help with the words?
If you don't want me to fuck something up again, I'm apparently good at doing that.
Repeat after me. I wish for let me make sure I've got it. I wish for Kenna to be brought back with true resurrection, with no costs or additional effects to Kenna.
Dax is gonna not say the I wish part to begin with, or just like, so you want me to say to bring back Kenna with true resurrection without any costs
Or additional effects to Kenna.
or additional effects to Kenna. Okay. Dax is trying to rub their temple with their left hand, but they're just like rubbing it with their nub, and they're just like...
If you say a word, not as what Ven said, I will put this sword to your throat.
When you say that, you see Dax look at you and just like straight up like fear in her eyes, something you have never seen before. Okay. I wish that Kenna was brought back to life with true resurrection without any costs or drawbacks to them from this.
Okay. The middle finger goes down. Kenna. All wounds, anything that happened to you is gone. Missing organs, limbs, yada yada. You're restored with all of your hit points, but none of your spells and none of your like expended resources are brought back, but you're back, but brought back to full hit points as this massive chest wound closes, and I need Dax to roll a d100 to see what the cost is for you or elsewhere.
For the world.
You stupid X.
Yeah.
Oh, he stops crawling. It's probably just like, aw. Once kind of starts moving.
61.
Yeah,
What?
the tentacle.
Kicking it.
Who's the first person that comes to your mind that isn't in this group? Like, don't think about it. First person that comes to your mind that's not in this group that you've met before.
Jacoby?
Someone else, please.
Her mom?
Okay. You get this heart-wrenching feeling in your gut. The memories of your mom fade as if she never existed, because the cost of this wish was your mom has never existed.
Wait.
Like,
Yeah.
they're just deleted. No one has any memory
Oh,
of them.
okay.
They're just
It's
gone
not like
forever.
retroactive.
And
Okay.
No, I
because
was gonna
they-
say, so they're
And
they're
you have no memory of them, and they just fade.
they're redacted.
They're redacted, deleted from history. They never existed.
So all of us forget Dax's mom then, because we've met her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me double check the wording of the consequence.
Because if it says they never existed,
Oh.
then
Yeah. There is memory of that they existed, but you get the sense that they were just deleted, and this cannot be fixed, not even with the wish spell. And that's where we're going to go to break. So we'll come back in about 10 minutes. See you all very soon. Consequences, evil weapons.
Holy
We'll be back.
shit. Having a life for a life.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. We're back.
Spaghetti dinner for everybody.
So Kenna, you come back to life. Dax,
I just want a grilled cheese.
one of the fingers on the hand goes down, and you get the sense that something terrible has just happened to your mother. To pay for the wish.
Do I see that Dax is holding the hand with
Oh, yeah.
one less finger?
Oh yeah.
You didn't, did you?
Dax just, without a word, just holds the hand back up to bed.
What just happened?
You are worth more to us as a group than a diamond.
But Ben, you had the spell, right?
Not today. I didn't. I was trusting you. I chose to go for healing today rather than revival. I trusted you to have that one covered.
You shouldn't have used the wish on me. You should have used something else. It's too risky.
We didn't have much of anything else.
The body of Zeke is still laying there, kind of covered in like little mushrooms that have started to grow out of the skin.
Quoin, we should give him a burial.
I agree. Fuck you, X!
Yeah, it's not crawling anymore.
Still kick that shit across
Okay.
the room.
We should figure out how to destroy this thing.
You were told of one location that can destroy magic items no matter how powerful they are, the volcano where Ofuk is tending to the forge.
The one that the last dragon was at?
Yeah, and the one that this
Okay.
dragon said it wanted to see if what the blacksmith said was true about where you're all from.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this Zeke kid, he's like 21. He's just wearing furs and basic clothes. Nothing really on him.
Why did he
Yeah.
think that he could just walk up to a monarch and just say, "Hey, what jobs do you have? I've no armor, no weapons. You got jobs for me?" What? This makes no sense. Makes no
Ven.
sense.
Are you looking over the body at all? Just out of
Yeah.
curiosity? I will allow... what's your passive investigation?
Passive investigation is 14.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Okay. With disadvantage because I'm
Alright.
tired. Well, that is a 12.
12. Okay. Your passive will cover it then. You see a glowing glyph on his wrist
Mm-hmm.
that just fades.
Do I
You can make an
see
arcana,
what it
you can
look-
make an arcana check to kind of suss out what
Okay.
it was.
Disadvantage. Okay, 18.
18. It looked like a glyph resembling the Geas spell. Or Jay's spell. Geas, Geas spell.
Mm-hmm.
One that like commands people to do things. And if they don't
Yeah.
do the command, they die. Or they get racked with severe pain. And that
Right.
glyph just fades. And the glyph was written... Do you understand Dwarfish? I can't remember.
No.
Okay. I'll assume you've seen various script working in a university. You could tell it's the Dwarfish script.
Okay. But it fades before I could like be able to copy it down or anything.
But
Okay.
you know it's a glyph you've seen with the Geas spell. The one that kind
Okay.
of controls, tells people to do things, and if they don't do it, they take psychic damage.
I think he was being compelled. I don't know what he was being compelled to do, but there was a magical compulsion on him. Because that doesn't technically count as a... Does that count? No, that does count as a charm spell.
Correctamundo. Which isn't illegal in this country.
Right. Yes. He was magically compelled by a nasty spell. Can I use prestidigitation also to
Of course.
clear the mushrooms off of him?
Yep.
Okay.
Druck, hearing that, just
Oh, that's neat.
but he's like kind of sitting like a baseball catcher with his arms like this hand holding onto the sword, and then just kind of looking at Dax while he says it.
Dax just. They're just like silent, just like tears running down their face. Does Dax see their hand?
Yeah, no one said
Well,
anything. No one said anything about hiding it or doing anything with it.
No, I mean, is it still attached to the axe? Because I've been kicking it around the.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's still attached to the axe. Death grip, basically.
It hasn't been, yeah. I can go over and.
Cool. As you do, Quoin.
Yeah.
You can see tendons and stuff growing out of the hand slowly. Like it's growing another person from the hand.
That out. Yeah.
The hand is also changing in its appearance too. The texture of like skin is going away, and it's slowly becoming smooth and pinkish purple, like an illithid's hand.
So did it? So was it? So it did the Goliath skin burn away when I tried to burn the axe?
No, it just looks like there's a change going on, and whatever's
Okay.
happening is it's growing an illithid out of this hand. The hand is no longer a Goliath hand; it's completely illithid hand
It's
now.
going to- Okay. I guess I don't know what to do with it.
Can we? Is this something? Is this like a private coin thing, or can we all see this?
I mean, it's.
You all can see how this is. Yeah, you can all see this.
Yeah, I'm walking over to it's the other side, so it's I guess 20 feet away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not hiding anything.
yeah.
I just kind of
Right.
turn around with an illithid hand in my hand, kind of.
That's not good.
Dax is just looking at their missing hand. And then back at their knob. And then back at their missing hand.
I mean, you have a hand in your hand.
No, I took it. Yeah, they gave it back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No offense, Dax, but I think we should burn that.
Dax just like silently nods.
I'm gonna go up to Dax. And I'm gonna look in their eyes and then give him a hug around the waist and say, I don't blame you for what happened. It wasn't you.
Dax just gives him like a big hug back.
But you gotta get rid of that fucking axe.
The hand is about maybe this far down now.
Oh, Coin, can you toss that in the fireplace?
Oh, yeah. This is. Ooh, yeah.
Okay, you throw a hand in the fire and it just goes.
And then I'm gonna cast Control Flame and
Okay, it's
just like
just
intensify
screaming.
and just
The hand is just screaming and squealing the entire time, and so is the axe.
torch it. Mm.
If only someone had repaired silence.
And then there's just ashes left of the hand, nothing else.
Keep burning until the ashes are gone.
The ashes are gone. And the axe has gone silent for the time being.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna turn in for the night.
We should go and bury this man before we sleep, and then I agree.
I've already started. Yeah,
Mhm.
getting the guy carried
Okay.
towards the door.
It's a snowy mountaintop.
I don't mean to be indelicate, but before that very harrowing experience, there was a trash dragon.
Yes. a lot happened.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any spells that move dirt very quickly?
Not quickly, but I could do it from a distance safely. I think that's wise. We're not standing out in the open for too long. I'm going to. Do you have a shovel? Do any of us have a shovel?
That's a good question.
Druck, do you have a shovel?
This road isn't soft ground; it's rock.
Is there any dirt on either
No.
side of it?
Just
Okay.
rock. You're basically, yeah, you're in like the peaks of the mountains. So yeah, no dirt. It's just piles of snow and then like mountainous rock.
Is there like, could we like bury him in a cairn, like
Oh, for sure.
pile of rocks? Okay.
Totally.
All right.
To answer your question, Druck has a hammer and a crowbar.
I'm actually going to want to borrow those. I'm gonna ritual cast Unseen the Servant,
Okay.
and then have it go out and like
Okay. Cool.
pull it, like dig up a trench of rocks so we can put him in, and then I'll have it
Okay.
bury them over him again.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna have it do that. Like, or is there like a cliff face nearby, like a
Yeah.
solid rock wall? Okay.
Yeah, this road cuts through, and there's solid cliff face on both sides.
Okay. While Quoin is, I assume Quoin is going to do the last rites of Bahamut.
Oh, of course, yeah.
While he's doing that, I'm going to take the hammer and the crowbar like a chisel,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to chisel into the wall over him. Here lies Zeke. Disturb his rest at your own peril.
Okay. Cool.
And then I am going to add a, and then Ben is going to. Still, it's difficult well tonight, but once I'm done, I'm going to look around and I'm just going to like memorize the location and find as many landmarks as I can to mark this spot on our map.
Easily done.
Okay. And then I'm going to add another personal mission to the quest journal.
You know what? I will actually put a mark on your actual map.
Okay.
You know,
Oh, my Roll20 subscription went away. This is going to be fun. Okay.
I don't think that threats are often associated with those who are holy and those who are. That is not something I am used to knowing about the holier people I have met. But this seems like a fitting tribute.
I aim to see that I am to make sure that it is only a temporary one. I'm Quoin, at least to you, I'm going to make this promise here and now that I'm going to become capable enough, strong enough, knowledgeable enough in magic that I'm going to come back to this spot and I'm going to return this man to life.
I will help you in any way that I can. I will make that promise to you that I don't know specifically that I believe the same things about resurrection as you. I do think it is just kind of dawning on him that he has a friend now who has died, and he has not asked them everything he can about the afterlife yet.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of realizing that in the moment. Oh, I will help support your endeavor however you can. Excuse me.
Right.
Running in.
What's the name of these mountains again, Justin?
The Sud Peaks, S-U-D. Like the two little dots over the U, and then just
Okay.
peaks.
Okay. That's what I'm doing.
All right. Anybody else doing anything?
Is Kenna? Are there separate rooms or is it like?
No, it's just one big open room.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like
Kenna sleep yet?
They're laid down kind of on one side, but they have not fallen asleep yet.
Quoin's gonna look at them and actually take off the vestments, because all this this whole fight, the dragon encounter, all happened while Quoin was fully wearing all Bahamut religious garb. Taking off the outer stole, taking all that off. It's like baggier on him because it usually should be over armor. Still taking it off. Hey, Kenna.
Yeah, Quoin. What's up?
Whenever you are feeling up to it, I was wondering if you would
Talk about my death?
I'm honestly more concerned with your afterlife. And I'm so glad you are here. I'm so glad you are able to join us. I am just very curious about what has transpired, because I know that you are one who has had a specific walk with death, and I wondered, with your deep connection to your loved ones, I was just if you would ever like to talk about it, I would be you always have my ear to talk about it.
I mean, now seems as good a time as any.
I'm messaging you what you saw when you were dead.
Oh.
And I roll I roll over and I sit up to look at Quoin. You get the feeling that they were trying to fall asleep and failing. So, what do you want to know?
First off, I want to apologize. This has to be a very trying time for you. I also want to say,
There's no need to apologize, Quoin. You're not the one that killed me.
yeah, that is a very good point. That is a truth that we are all currently living in. No, I did not.
There you go.
As I sit here, I realize that you have a strong connection that is tethered you to this plane, and I have seen the strength that you exhibit, your strong character, and I would not think that Bahamut would deny you the joys of flying the plains and slopes of Celestia in his warm embrace for the rest of eternity. Especially after I had
Well,
I said
don't know.
Bahamut's words over your body, my friend, and it was not fun.
I have sent you the fully updated thing on what you saw.
Well, Quoin, I don't know where I was, but it certainly wasn't Mount Celestia. I can tell you that for a fact. First it was dark, and
Oh, I forgot one sentence, but keep going.
it felt more like I was sleeping than dead, you know. And then
Oh no, I got everything. Never mind.
And then there was this tree that appeared around me. It was all withered and rotten. And I could see faces clawing out of the walls, and they couldn't have been older than I am. I thought they might be my siblings. And realizing that that could have been my fate, I knew that wasn't where I was supposed to be right now. And and I felt myself get caught up in the bark. And I saw his face. And he smiled at me. And then he frowned, and I woke up here.
Who is the he of this his face?
That celestial creature that found us in Vitmir. He didn't look happy when I left. I was a prize that was stolen from him. So I'll imagine he'll be coming pretty soon.
Thank you for sharing that with me. I'm sorry that this happened to you.
I've accepted that I'm gonna die long ago.
We are all going to die. And it is with the hope that in my case, I suppose, that I have served Bahamut enough to fly with him, that I have helped as many people fly with Bahamut as I can. But there's nothing to say that you cannot change this fate.
Yeah, you're right there.
Also, I'm holding a mini-mass anytime you want to, see what that's about. I have plenty of literature. Pamphlet. Bahamut for kids.
The A to Z's of Bahamut.
There's like a cool youth pastor on the front.
What's everybody else doing while that's going
So
on?
just said, sleep well, Kenna.
Thanks, Quoin.
And I probably actually want to make my way up to the hatch on top.
Okay, as you do, you see Dax crying at the top.
Yeah, Druck never kept his eyes off them.
So you would have saw Dax go up there and...
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that this was. Sorry, I can say that in character. I did not realize we were having a meeting.
Oh, hi. Hi, Quoin.
Hello. So, things got a little out of hand. They got away from us.
I'm sorry.
Can I ask you a question, Dax?
Go for it, Quoin.
What, mean this to be too intrusive, but I just have to know why you're so afraid to let go of something that is so clearly evil.
It seemed like the right thing to do, Quoin. And what I mean by that is, you've seen what it's done. You've all seen what it's done. Having that in anybody else's hands, or you see Dax look down at her lack of. I never even gave it a thought that it was somehow corrupted. Never crossed my mind.
I mean, I understand the allure of something giving you hope, giving you a sense of belonging, sense of power when you've spent years on the street alone, sad, and someone gives you a thing that could turn it all around. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. But it fully surrendered you. I guess rather maybe you surrendered it. I don't know what happened fully, but it tried to take away 2 of our friends.
Quoin, I could see everything.
Yes. Then you saw. It had taken you. It tried to take Kenna. And that became the price. That was it's too high, and I'm so worried that it may still have you. And I miss my friend Dax, the other best member I could ask for of Team Top.
You see Dax just kind of like laugh, sniffle for a second. I don't even know what's happened to me, Quoin. You know the one thing I really wish right now that I could have?
Tell me.
You just see her start to burst into tears. She's like, I wish I could have my mom coin.
Ooh.
And it's like full on, like, ugly cry. Like, you're just like, ugh. Like
And-
that drunk chick at the bar kind of
and-
cry.
No.
Just as a reminder, nobody else knows what the price was for the wish.
Yeah. So that's a. I don't know if I don't think Quoin's ready for hugs yet. Just because this is really
Fair enough, my dude.
Yeah, but it's a hand
Oh.
on the shoulder. Not quite. Just kind of a.
You'll have to settle for an orange.
And she's just gonna give Dax some food.
This would be a normal orange at this point.
Oh, okay. I'll change that then, because they were marked as magical. Okay.
Quoin seeing, fuck, oranges are a two-hand fruit. Peels the skin off and just puts it
Only if you're not a coward.
Just eats into it like an apple.
there. See,
You can
could
do that.
take-
Yeah, I do it all the time.
You could do that. No, I mean, I just a task that can nimbly take
Yeah.
someone with very thief nimble, tiny sharp hands. It's probably gonna. Got like spoon fingers that can just get right under the skin.
Mm-hmm.
So, what will you do, Dax?
Rock.
Hmm?
What do you mean, Druck?
Well,
Oh, excuse me.
you are what future do you see for yourself? What do you want? And what do you want to do?
I don't think I have an answer, Druck.
That is dangerous. You should think about it.
There's also some good knowledge to be had in taking at least a night to sleep on things, which I am going to do right now. And I am going to see you later. Quoin, realizing another thing, runs back down the ladder. Druck and Dax to something.
You know, both of us are lucky to have those three.
Lucky to have you too, Druck.
Hmm. No, you're not.
Why do you say
Uh,
that?
Because I hope you understand, but I'm going to tie you up before I go to sleep.
Not a bad idea.
I'm not gonna fight you on that, Druck.
Oh, sorry. Can I? I believe when you die, you're no longer attuned to anything you were attuned to.
Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna double check that ruling though.
Just let me know whenever you need to use the bathroom or something.
And he'll begin like using rope to
Yeah.
tie
Okay.
their feet. And
Yeah,
their
Kenna,
hands.
you're unattuned to everything you were attuned to.
Oh, this wasn't on the roof.
This is on the roof.
Okay, so I mean we can't leave someone out on the roof, not with a big ass dragon out there.
Not gonna leave. He's not gonna leave him there. He's just doing it
Carry
here
him.
and then walking down and then carrying.
It's a ladder.
down. Yeah.
All right.
That's fine. I'm not gonna be a dick about this. I'm just gonna.
Whatever.
He is a big strong boy.
He's a big strong boy.
Also, after that, the realization was, oh fuck, we still have a cursed axe.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
That was a.
I'll assume Ven's dealing with that while Ven's downstairs because
Yeah,
I haven't asked
once
what
I-
Ven's
once
up to.
I- yeah.
came down.
Once
to
I
come-
came back from like
Cool.
chiseling and memorizing and everything, I come back and I am once again going to cast ritual cast Identify on it to get as much as I can out of it. I don't know if like knowing it's evil now.
It would
gives me
say
anything
it tells
more.
you that it's a sentient item.
Okay.
Does identify, unfortunately, does not reveal curses.
Okay.
Uh,
Does it give me capabilities of the sentient item?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Okay.
It is the Mind Breaker, so it has all the capabilities that you've all identified before.
Mind
but-
Carver.
But it's a
Right.
little different now.
Is it still called the Mind Carver?
It's
or
called
is it
Mind
called
Carver Awakened.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Oh,
you said mind.
God.
You said Mind Breaker
I
a
meant
second
Mind
ago.
Carver.
Okay. I was like, did the name change to Mind Breaker? I'd believe it.
It became
And
awakened. It says it becomes awakened when the user kills a certain amount of people with it, and usually good aligned innocent people. And Dax might have done stuff when they were possessed.
Sorry, I lost you entirely there for a second.
Oh, it basically says once this axe has killed a certain amount of innocent people, good people,
Mm-hmm.
it becomes awakened by the user.
Mm.
And you guys think that's probably when Dax went away for a bit. You all remember
When
Dax
did Dax-
going. You remember Dax getting possessed and leaving, and you got attacked by Dax on the road. And that's when Dawn came in.
Oh, right. While Dax. Okay, while we were like on our way to rescue Dax.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
It is a sentient, chaotic, evil weapon
Mm.
with an intelligence of 15,
Oh, okay.
a wisdom of 13,
Okay.
and a charisma of 16.
Okay.
It has hearing and dark vision out to a range of 120 feet.
Okay.
It houses the long dead soul of an Ulitharid,
Mm.
who gave its life and soul willingly to Yubalike.
Mm.
Mmm.
The weapon can communicate telepathically with its wielder and can speak, read, and understand Common, Deep Speech, Undercommon, and Qualith. It can also speak out loud if it chooses to. Oh, it's actually... You know what?
Mm.
Because this thing needs to be dealt with, give me an Arcana check along with his
Okay.
Identify.
Okay.
This bitch got fucking dark vision and I don't. What the fuck?
All right. Arcana with a disadvantage because of the. Actually, is Quoin still upstairs at this point, or has Quoin come back down?
I would have come. Yeah, I would. Whatever question I had with Kenna, and then just a quick thing with.
Quoin's making the rounds.
Yeah, coming back down. It's like dum 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 dum. Like,
Okay.
Oh, I gotta go do this. Oh shit.
Can Quoin give me help on this to negate the disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Quoin, could you just come here for a second and just help me with this real quick?
That's exactly. I was just thinking the same thing. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
Remember, you do have to
All
touch
right, I'll
it.
roll. To oh, did you
Identify.
cast Identify?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I'd get my shield.
Yeah,
more
just a reminder.
ready.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
touch it from the other side of my shield.
Well, you don't have to touch it. I have to. And in fact, it's probably. I would say actually probably the help that Quoin is offering is probably calming my nerves in knowing that if it tries to possess me, he can easily knock me unconscious.
Okay.
Well, then I'm going to put the shield in front of you and put my hand on your shoulder.
Okay. So Arcana.
Fucking neck pinch.
That's okay. That is a 23.
Okay. Unending Curse. This weapon is protected by a powerful enchantment that makes it impossible for a creature to unattune to the weapon unless the weapon is destroyed. To save a creature from Mindcarver's influence, the attunement can only be broken by the creature bathing in the brine pools where the weapon was made. And while bathing, the creature must have Remove Curse cast upon them to break the connection to them and the weapon, and then Greater Restoration must be cast to repair the damage the weapon has done to the wielder through their connection. Otherwise, the weapon can force the creature to reattune to the weapon at the end of the wielder's next turn. No saving throw required. Finally, the weapon must be sunk to the bottom of this brine pool and targeted by a spell of 5th level or higher that deals radiant damage, which destroys the weapon and the spirit inside for good. Also, Mindcarver must be fed a single fresh humanoid brain nightly that is no more than 24 hours old. So Dax is still attuned to it. So these effects are still going to happen. If the weapon doesn't feed, it grows hungry and impatient. For each day that passes without feeding, a variety of things occur based on how long the weapon hasn't fed. Upon feeding, the weapon then calms and its hunger subsides. If multiple effects have occurred, feeding on a brain only reduces the effects by 1 until it has fed for 5 days straight. Day 1, the creature has disadvantage on all ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws. Day 2, the creature only restores up to a total of half their maximum hit points after a long rest, as the weapon torments them during their sleep. Day 3, the creature gains vulnerability to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage as the weapon slowly siphons their strength. Day 4, whenever the creature takes damage, they must succeed in a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw with disadvantage. Otherwise, they move towards a random creature within 30 feet and make a melee attack with Mindcarver against it. If no creature is within reach, the creature takes 8d10 psychic damage from the weapon's anger. This psychic damage ignores resistances. Day 5. If the weapon isn't fed a fresh humanoid brain by the end of the night, tentacles burst forth from the weapon and extract the brain of the creature wielding the weapon and devour its brain. The creature dies and can only be restored to life via true resurrection or resurrection.
And any brain it consumes, if there is a body within sight of the brain that the brain belonged to, a illithid tadpole is implanted into the dead creature, and over the course of a few weeks that body becomes a illithid through the process of seramorphosis. Question: do some of those effects required the presence of the axe on the wielder?
You don't know.
Well, I mean, you said like the one where like tentacles burst out of the axe. Like if the axe isn't near the wielder, it can't do that, right?
Sure.
Is that my like just
that's what
as
Ben
I'm
thinks.
identifying and using my arcana? Does it seem like it has the ability to teleport or otherwise get to the wielder?
No.
Okay. Do I believe it would have any sort of adverse effects with my high arcana check here to being put in a bag of holding?
The only adverse effects would be the first 4 days of not eating. Day 5, the creature's death wouldn't happen if it was in a bag of holding.
Okay.
Just everything
so it would
else
have.
would. Oh,
so
and
everything
same with the attacking a random creature. They would still attack a random creature, but not use the axe. So that wouldn't do 8d10 psychic damage. They would just do an unarmed strike or whatever weapon they're holding against a random creature.
Okay, then, but it's like it's not gonna like use the. It's not gonna be able to like use its intelligence to like worm its way out of the bag or something like that.
No.
Okay, then I'm for the time being. I'm just gonna stick it in the bag of holding.
First off, though.
Okay.
While you pick it up.
Oh boy.
Nat's already attuned to somebody.
Okay.
You put it in the bag of holding.
All right. Goodbye. I was talking through all that with Quoin as I was working it out too. Well, we need to make an expedited trip back to Ubalik's lair, apparently. Actually, I would say that, but I don't have the spells capable of destroying it yet.
You did, Gabe.
You're muted.
Oh, I'm on mute.
Yeah.
I was going to say, nor do we have the resources to travel to the Underdark unfettered.
True.
That would be quite a hop, as they say.
Justin.
Yeah.
Would something that bypasses like effects of magic item, like requirements of magic item destruction, also by like the volcano, which can destroy any magic item regardless of effects, would that just like also do it?
You can certainly try.
Okay. Would my knowledge of Arcana lean me in one way or another?
This would probably avoid the volcano stuff.
Oh, so this goes above the magic item destroying volcano.
Oh, the identify shit. Would reveal this is an artifact weapon now.
Oh, okay.
So it is. Oh, and the identify would have revealed that that each powerful deity, etc., which you know, because you know Armathan has a sword somewhere.
Yeah.
Bahamut has a sword somewhere. That.
Oh, this is Ubelik's artifact.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a.
It's not going to be destroyed just easily.
Like a baby world breaker artifact.
Basically, yeah.
Oh wait, those. If I remember correctly, the world breaker artifacts contained a fraction of like the soul and power of the world breaker that created them, right?
Yep. That's how they made them.
Ubelik was destroyed.
Yeah.
So this is a remaining fragment of Ubelik.
Yeah. It's
So
bad.
are you saying then?
Also,
Say...
Ven.
Yes.
For the sake of things,
Yeah.
when you're doing this, something also pings
Mm-hmm.
with the same sort of magical kind of residue. The armor that Dax is wearing that they also got from Ubelik.
Ah!
Dax, could you come down here?
Can I just take the axe and leave?
You're tied up.
Yeah, Dax is tied up and downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Druck. At about that time, Druck would have gone down the ladder with Dax over their shoulder.
I mean, this seems like a good time to me. So
Druck, could you bring them over here? That we need to take a look at that armor too.
All right. Ka-dunk.
And then I'm going to ritual cast Identify on the armor.
Okay. This is a Arcana check for this one too. I'll say you have advantage on this one. Ignore the disadvantage for this because of helping, and you have the same kind of magical residue to kind of focus on.
Well, that's a natural 20 for a 27.
Great.
then please don't tell me you're going to say something that's going to be very, very bad.
Well, we'll find
So,
out.
as you already know, this armor appears like a mind flare.
Mm-hmm.
It can be made invisible as an action
Mm-hmm.
until you remove the armor or until you die. +1 bonus to AC. The armor can be put on and taken off instantaneously as an action by thought. It shrinks down to a circular piece of metal for easy concealment.
Mm-hmm.
Which I forgot to mention before. It stays on the chest. It can't be pulled off.
Oh.
So when it shrinks down, it's just a little circle here that can be invisible or not. You can cast the following spells at will without material components: Detect Thoughts, Command, and Sending. The DC for these spells is 16. You gain resistance to psychic damage and are immune to the frightened condition. This armor doesn't impose disadvantage on stealth checks. You have you have advantage on wisdom, intelligence, and charisma saving throws to resist the effects of spells. You gain a flying speed of 20 feet, which is used to hover. However, because of the dingleberries you found on the axe that are similar to dingleberries on the armor, a creature cannot remove this armor. If it attempts to remove the armor while attuned to it, it takes 12d8 damage as the armor flays the skin from their body. And it can only be destroyed in the same way as the axe.
After they take... Oh. So they can't take the armor out. Even if they take the 12d8, if they can handle it, can it come off?
Nope.
No. Wait.
It flays their
What
skin.
if we-
It flays the skin, and that's just what happens.
Okay. Hear me out, though. If the creature is dead already...
You did it before. When you got it off of...
Oh, we did, that's
when you got it
right.
off of Clone Dax, yeah.
popped right off. Yeah. Okay, so
Because generally,
Possibility.
attunement ends when a creature dies. But if it's a
Right.
cursed item, like the axe and the armor,
right,
the attunement doesn't end.
right. But if we killed Dax, pulled the armor off, revivified them, and killed them,
So here's
pulled
the
the
thing.
armor off, chucked them in the bag of
You
holding, and
can't
then
live without any
revivified them.
skin.
Well, but would it flay the creature?
Yes.
Does it still flay the? Oh, it still flays them
Yeah.
if they're dead.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought it only flayed a creature.
You
when
couldn't really
creatures
tell
are-
from down in the Underdark because that body was burnt to a crisp.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because that one got
But
obliterated.
it definitely got flayed when you did it.
Oh, okay. So the flaying. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's 18. I mean, like you can for damage purposes. Yeah, it's 12d8.
You're right.
But
But like, yes, they would be.
You don't have any
They'd be
skin.
brought back without any skin. Yeah, we would need like regenerate or something.
oh, and sorry,
Isn't there a vat somewhere with several backup Daxes?
no, those bodies were all killed but left intact. Down the Underdark as well, the same place where you have to go to if you want to destroy this stuff. It also says the armor contains a spark of Yuba-like.
Oh,
The axe
that's what that
doesn't.
is.
The axe does, but not like the sentient creature inside the axe isn't Yuba-like. It's an Elithorid, which was devoted to
Right.
him. But the armor specifically states a spark of Yuba-like lives in the
Okay.
armor.
So the armor is the
And-
artifact.
Let's see what else here, because I don't want to miss anything important. Here we go. This is important. The armor
the
functions
drinking
very
horn
similar
does.
to a phylactery,
Hmm.
and that's all it says. It just functions similar to a phylactery, so you don't know. There's no like time limit on how long it might take for so and so to reform. But
For phylactery for Yubalike?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay. I will explain all that out loud. So essentially, the axe is in the bag of holding. It cannot cause you to. It can cause you to attack people at random, but it can't actually fully possess and kill you while it's in the bag.
But the other, like, not getting a full rest is still going to happen if we don't feed it.
Correct. Until we destroy it. And the armor also needs to be destroyed in the same way.
Dax is just like
Curb Your
sitting there.
Enthusiasm theme song starts playing.
Dax is just sitting there tied up and it's just like, okay, yeah. They're just kind of nodding like, okay. And then they just
Ooh.
kind of turn to Ven. They're just like, this might sound morbid. If we get into any spats with humanoids and we throw a brain into the bag of holding, will that make it calm down for a bit? So I
Don't know.
don't keep attacking you?
No.
No, we would have to take it out and it would have to feed on it.
Because that's
Oh,
still a
shit.
problem.
I did miss something for the axe. Sorry,
Hmm.
Van. This is important. Specifically for that question I just got asked. The more the axe feeds, the stronger the attunement gets.
Hmm. Also, the more it feeds, the stronger it gets.
Like the damage, like the connection damage thing that I talked about. Like, to break the connection, it
Right.
gets a little stronger.
Yeah. The more we feed it, the harder it is to detach it from you.
But if we don't feed it, I'm going to start not sleeping well and then harming you all. Both seem not great options here.
I think a poor night's sleep is sort of. I don't know if that's exactly something worth even mentioning in this conversation.
I meant. You know what I mean, Ven. The cumulative effects seem bad. Me just decking you? That's going to hurt.
Not all the time, and we can do what we can to mitigate it.
Yeah, good luck with that nub.
And you like your feet and your working hand are all tied together, and you just got the nub free.
We can do what we can to mitigate that and prevent it from becoming too much of a problem. And yes, it will hurt, but we're simply not going. We're going to need. It's going to happen. There is not enough sentient brain. We're not going to be able to get sentient brains within 24 hours of each other, especially within a crowded city. And that only makes it stronger and harder to detach from you. Yes, it's going to suck, but if it doesn't suck for a bit now, it's going to become permanent.
I will say, if you want to learn the full details, it will require legend lore and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Which I think is a 6th level spell.
There is stuff that there's stuff that I haven't revealed, obviously.
Right.
Because it is just identify.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to relay how much of a problem this thing is.
Uh-huh.
And the armor.
This is does the history of the Worldbreaker artifacts public now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could find you'd know there's information of that in the school.
Yeah.
Ogden, you gave Ogden a Worldbreaker artifact.
Oh, that's right.
Even the Beholder helmet.
We all know what Worldbreaker artifacts are, right?
Yes, everybody does. That's like 100% common knowledge of, like, if you find one of these things, don't fucking touch it.
Mm-hmm.
You all touched one and gave it to Ogden Boone, but
right, yeah.
He was like, yeah.
We all know what Worldbreaker artifacts are, yes.
And these are two.
Dax,
the armor and axe are two, and they're like a combo.
Yes. Dax, you're currently wearing one. That armor contains the soul of Yubalike and has the potential to bring it back from the dead. The more we feed the axe, the stronger they both get, and probably the faster he comes back.
If this wasn't such a problem, I would be a lot more enthusiastic about this. And by that, I mean it's a Worldbreaker artifact. You know what I'm trying to say then, right?
No.
This is a really cool object, but it's very bad. So obviously, I understand this is very bad. But this is also, whoa, but bad. I understand it's bad, but whoa. Like, you know, when you go into a museum and you're just like, ooh, this is a terrible atrocity that I'm reading about, but wow, this is fascinating because it's in a museum. Like, do you?
There's the difference that they're safely in a museum, and usually replicas.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's going to sound very stupid, Ben. So if this is like Dax is like pointing with her nub to the armor. So if Yubalike's soul is in this, why the hell hasn't he been talking?
It's only a part of him. It's only a small piece. It's not him entirely, but it is enough of him that over time and with proper feeding, probably, enough of him can manifest to begin speaking and manifesting again.
Did Ven tell the class about the whole needed innocent people for the axe to get awakened bit, or was Druck and Dax up there still for that?
I think you guys were still upstairs for that. That was just me and Quoin were here for that.
Then Ken is probably trying to sleep as best they can.
Yeah.
That was less than last. So they
Druck's
certainly
just...
could have stayed awake a little bit and heard some. But
yeah, Druck's just thinking about the conversation he had with Kenna earlier about how she sometimes wished she was thinking about what happened if she wouldn't be with the group, and
Not get murdered.
Yeah. He's just feeling so bad. And he's kind of worried about them.
Oh, kind of also when you got forcefully unattuned to all of your stuff, the countdown for the crystal thing also would have went away. No, you'd still be at 3 of 5. That only goes away. That only goes away with greater restoration.
Come on. Of all the things.
Yeah. But does everybody catch some sleep? Catch some Z's?
And once we get all that established and go over it, I think it's time to sleep and get closer to the capital.
All right.
Drunk has just double checked Dax's restraints.
Yeah, they're fine.
And then we'll be sleeping on the ceiling.
Okay. You all gain the benefits of a long rest.
Woo!
You all wake up early the next day, and just for the sake of sanity and stuff. The tower is put away. The cairn is there. It's covered in a fine dusting of snow. And you continue forward. And 2 days pass remaining on this road, which means I need this kind of attune back to the crystal at any point. It's
No,
2 days,
but
so
they
you have
are
to, you have
gonna.
time to attune to whatever you want to attune to over the course of 2 days.
Yeah, they are gonna reattune to the amulet of health and the belt of dwarven kind, but not
As I
the
told you before,
Cthulhu.
just so you know, none of both those don't stack.
Yeah.
So the belt would put you to 20 con max. The amulet, you can't go past 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
19 is the highest I can get right now.
Okay. And you all continue on. And on the 5th day, up here. So 2 days later, the air gets thinner as you climb about another 1,000 feet up this road. The air gets so frigid that you can feel your hair freezing solid. Druck, you're just like a walking popsicle. Those of you with cold weather gear and cold resistance will be fine for now. But anyone, I think everyone has that anyway, but anyone not wearing cold weather clothing has a high chance of freezing to death pretty quickly. After about 3 hours of walking, you can feel the exhaustion already beginning to kick in. The combination of this frigid cold and altitude are sapping whatever energy and strength you may have left. Thankfully, a few hundred yards away you can make out what appears to be a massive stone bridge that stretches over an incredibly deep chasm. A portion of this chasm has what appears to be a collection of stone chains, winches, and pulleys that descend downwards into the chasm. A sign has been erected that reads, "Elevator to the underroads currently out of commission due to cave-in." At the end of, which you were told about at the end of this stone bridge are a set of 300-foot tall stone doors engraved with what appears to be an octagonal stone surrounded by bolts of jagged lightning, with 2 griffin feathers crossed over each other and nestled behind the stone. All along the length of the bridge are banners that flap in the blowing wind depicting the same image as the doors, and large bowls of brass that seem to be filled with burning oil and large flickering flames. Do you proceed?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
But are there any signs indicating where we're?
Nope.
So also just a day check. It's been 2 days for Dax, or
Yeah.
total of like
2
4 or
days.
5 days.
So 2 days later. So
Okay.
we're at. Just to keep track of things. Good. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
To keep track of the effects of the axe not eating, we'll be at day. It was fed, so we're at day 2.
So I have a
Bad seed.
question.
Oh no,
about
we'd be at day
those.
3 because we'd be at day 2 because it hasn't eaten for 2 days.
So another question I had about that is, once they hit day 5, will all the effects just continue at
Yeah.
day 5?
All these
intensity?
effects stack. All the effects stack. So
And they'll
it'll
just
it'll just keep
stay
going.
at day 5.
But as soon as that axe is pulled out after the 5th day, Dax, and it hits nighttime. Dax, if it's nighttime and the axe is pulled out, Dax will die instantly, and the brain gets pulled out. Anyways, Dax, disadvantage on all ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws, and you can only gain a total of half your maximum hit points after a long rest. It's at max for now, but yeah. As you get within 30 feet of the doors, a small slat opens up, and you can see a pair of eyes beneath one of these brass conical helmets, the ones you've seen the High Kings, High Knights wear. What business do you have in the capital?
We were hoping to have an audience with the king.
Can I get your names?
We are the Faust and the Furies. We're an adventuring party from Anundil, from the core.
We forgot to write the letter and get the letter of introduction from Silver.
I see you had done that.
Oh, okay.
Over 2 days had passed.
We had 2 days, yeah.
So the letter wouldn't have come yet. Okay. Oh no. Yes, it would have. Oh yes, because if they have the Wayfarers Guild over there, they can send instantaneous letters. Oh yes, you've been expected. This way, please. And he shouts up something in Dwarvish, and these massive 300-foot tall doors just begin to open.
Ricola.
Yeah, he screams Ricola. This city is massive and is built into the interior of the Sud Peaks, so it's the city that's inside the peaks. It's not outside. The city is made up of numerous arched halls that rise upwards about 100 feet and are slightly labyrinthian in their design. So completely Moria shit. All along the streets of the city are large glass domes that suspend from the ceiling and hold lava inside, which provides warmth and light. The streets are made from smoothed out gray shale, and the walls are made of the same stone and are engraved with intricate octagonal designs and shapes, similar to the ones you saw on the banner. Massive pillars of stone are scattered about the city that serve as supports for the ceiling. Again, think Moria from Lord of the Rings, but more lively and dimly lit. There are people walking around and not just devoid of all life. The knight then turns and says, "The city stretches for miles in either direction. If you're traveling to the various districts, I recommend using our stagecoaches." Takes a huge haul off pipe. It'll run you about 1 copper per person and makes it easier to get around. If you walk, you're looking at about 4 miles to reach any of the districts, so coaches, recommended. He gestures towards a narrow corridor that leads ahead. Follow this corridor for about 10 minutes, and you'll come to a set of adamantine gates. That'll bring you to the Platinum District, and you should find a coach. You're able to find a coach there. If you're seeking an audience with the High King, you'd want to head from there to the Adamantine District, but because you're expected, we'll waive the first cost. Shout something up at the dwarf again that isn't Ricola, and the doors begin to close, and he says, "Welcome to Anvilvarik," and that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
Oh boy.
Back in civilization.
So Quoin knows he's going to meet the king. He's probably going to go full plate armor and Bahamut vestments over the top.
Yeah. And just a reminder, kind of with that belt on, you have advantage on charisma checks with dwarves.
Oh, yeah.
But, you're at the city, the capital. Stuff happened.
Oh! A couple of days had gone by. Does Kenna get to roll to see if they get a beard?
I'm not attuned to it anymore.
No, the beard.
No, for the
Well, if
belt
Kenna
of
wants to
Dwarvenkind.
grow a beard.
Oh yeah, for my beard! Yeah, what do I roll for that?
It's a percentile check. It's for a day,
Okay.
for each day, I think.
I'm gonna use the percentile dice that I made myself.
Nice.
Okay.
4.
4.
4.
You have a full beard if you want one.
Walking in with a beard,
All
boys!
right. That's what we're going to pick up
Nice.
next week in the city of Anvilvarik to talk to the Dwarven King, High King Richter.